Good afternoon. Welcome to the Toon Review. It's a new season. We're starting afresh the new season. Sam's here with me. We're all excited, aren't we, Sam?
Oh, I'm buzzing. It's here. Finally.
And look up there. I've got a scoreboard and a clock, which is different. People have commented about my clock on a few occasions. I'm glad I said that right. There we go.
Wait.
But we've really started. Let's do all the rigmarole of, if you are new to us, please hit that subscribe button. We are heading for 32,000. I think we're heading for now. Super chat's also available by clicking the $ below. Hit the thumbs up. Give us a like. We do have a super chat ready from Eddie Gorn over there in Japan. Thank you very much. He says, hello, lovely Toon Review family. Here's to a great season. Thanks, Eddie, for your continued support. Really, really appreciate that. And likes also. Click that like button. That helps us out too. That shares us to other like-minded fans. And membership's also available by clicking the join button. And that's kind of a paid subscription, but it doesn't entitle you to be entered into our prize draws. Sam's dying to see the team. She hasn't seen it yet. So here we go.
It's like my delayed gratification getting the better of us. So go on.
You ready?
Then.
You ready? Here we go.
I don't think I am.
Here's the Newcastle United lineup. It's Pope in goal, a back four of Livramento, Schär, Byrne and Hall. In midfield, we have Joelinton, Bruno Guimaraes, the captain.
Hold on.
Longstaff. And up front, we have Gordon, Isak and Murphy. The bench reads Dubravka, Trippier, Barnes, some bloke called Target. Never heard of him. That was, I've got memory loss there with him. Emil Kraft, Asula, Almiron, Kelly, Willock. Sam, not taking there. What are you thinking initially?
How much is that doggy in the window? I'm looking at the subs bench. What the hell?
One goalkeeper.
Like this is gotta be shop window. What the? I mean, Dubs. I get second choice keeper, but is he future Newcastle United? Absolutely not, in my opinion. Target. I know I was away. I was away, but he hasn't been involved in pre-season, as far as I'm aware.
No, hasn't been seen for months. months.
Got it.
But anyway, we knew he was training, but I mean, no pre-season games whatsoever. Straight on the bench.
I mean, is it an opportunity to get some minutes in his legs? Because Eddie's quite confident about that. Right. Okay. This is what we're running with. So, yeah, let's do it. Happy that we've got the lineup that we do. Livramento over Trippier. I am happy with that. Yeah. That's a surprise. How do you feel about that?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I think Livramento's a better defender than Trippier. Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? And then Bruno as captain. Well, that's inspirational for me.
Oh,
I love it.
This is good. We understood from the reports that he's been inducted into the leadership team, which is excellent news. I think this just sort of cements how important he is to the club, to the team itself, but actually for him to have the captaincy and the armband, you know, is that going to keep him here a little bit longer? We know he's our superstar maestro in the middle, so that makes me very happy. That's just more golden handcuffs for him. Chain the lad down. Love it.
Right, Southampton lineup. I mean, here we go with them. We've got McCarthy in goal, Sugawara, Harwood, Bellis, Bednarek, Stevens, Walker-Peters, Downs, Smallbone, Aribo, Brereton, Diaz and Armstrong, and their bench comprises of Lumley, Wood, Taylor, Bree, Alcaraz, Dibbling, I think his name is, Edozie, Amo, Amayak, and Archer. Any comments?
Well, I don't really know. They're sort of fresh to the Premier League, so not really. I understand that Armstrong can be a bit of a threat. I think for me, you know, these are freshly promoted probably still on the fumes of confidence from the promotion as well, so they could come out swinging. I think we know from the show that took place on, I think, Thursday, that it was a really fantastic show, actually, lads, where they actually like to press, which is great. They're going to bring it, and they want to play football, which is excellent, because that really suits our style. I think they're not going to play too many of those long balls, so they're not going to be too direct. So it's going to be good for us to stretch our legs and sort of test the metal on this one. But I don't want to get comfortable 2-0 ahead and then park the bus or anything like that. I want to fire some warning shots to the rest of the Premier League in this match. So let's bring it to them. What do you think we're going to do, Billy?
I'm with you. Yeah, I'd like us to get our foot on the throat and keep it on and tread harder and harder for the whole game. I'd like to see it score as many goals as possible.
Absolutely. Who are you getting on the score sheet, though?
Isak's going to get at least 2, I'd imagine. Murphy,
I've gone for 2.
Joelinton, all of them. Let's have a Sheffield United type result where they all score. But I predicted 4-0, same as you. Let's have some comments. Ben Nicholson said, I said Bruno captain Thursday. And he did. There's an interesting comment there, but I'm not going to put it up, but it's very odd. The second comment down, Sam. I don't get it, but there you go. Good afternoon from Tom. He's at Cloud, St James's Park. Tom Werleman down there in Australia. Good afternoon to Trevor McDonald. Hope you're well, mate. Is it strange I'm more excited than a child at bedtime on Christmas Eve? It's not strange, no. I think we all feel like that. Afternoon to Dave Bignell, Quinn Shen, Southern Geordie, who then predicts a 6-0. Good for him. Carl, who's local to me. Afternoon, mate. Dominic Harvey. Good afternoon, everyone. He says, so looking forward to listening into this game this afternoon. Well, I hope you enjoy the game and I hope you enjoy the result, which is kind of more important, really. Hi to Dean Sales. Who else we got? Lady Sam's in the chat. Mark Toon, 1892. Good afternoon to you. Who else we got? Stephen Foster. Edward Gaunt, as I've said, Charles is in the chat also. Steve Beckwith, hope you're well too. God, we've already got 1366 and we're still 20 minutes from kickoff. Lee NUFC 1993, good afternoon to you. Who else we got? Lots and lots and lots of people. Jock Barr, hope you're well. Craig Wright, he says, great team lineup. Bruno, captain, love it. Ian A, hope you're well. One of our mods in the background. Good stuff. Nice to have you here with us, pal. Schizopathic, Hoyle, he says. Strange name that. Peter McCardle, afternoon to you. Yeah, Claire G, good afternoon to you. The Geordies, he says, and that's a new name. Afternoon, TTR Fanbo. Are we all excited for the new season? I think we are. I think we certainly are. Really looking forward to it. Carl says Ipswich gave a good account of themselves against Liverpool. They lost, didn't they? 2-0, I think. My fantasy team's been shit. I've deliberately picked one player in the hope. Because in past seasons, Sam, whoever I pick generally either gets injured or absolutely shit.
Excellent. So are you doing that on purpose then, or just to bring up the teams down?
There's one player on the side who missed about 6 chances last night for Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, I'm doing it on purpose where he's concerned.
Okay, love that.
Blandable, afternoon to you. One Peacock and Drifter. He says Smoggy's got beat. Yeah, they got beat, didn't they? Got terrible errors from their defence. Matt Smith likes the lineup today. Hope you're well, mate. Ian Morgan, it's good to be back. I've been itching for the new season to get away, he says. JT Toon, good afternoon to you. And Schmag, afternoon to you. Hi, it's me. He says, am I right? There's only one goalkeeper on the bench. What is Eddie thinking about? Interesting.
But which goalkeeper? Which goalkeeper? And this is a funny one, actually, for me, Billy. You caught Eddie's pre-match press conference, yeah? He made a comment about, we want to make sure that we're getting people in who we're going to not regret in the future moving forward. Yeah. So it's just is that so congruent with the amount of keepers that we have? Like, I'm not so sure. I just don't get Ruddy. I'm scratching my head. If he was coaching, then bring him in as a coach. Why does his job title say goalkeeper? That's just weird.
I mean, at this point, we've got to be asking about what about Vlachodimos?
Well, I'm surprised
we paid £20 million on him.
Yeah. So why is that? I mean, it must be shop window stuff here. I mean, Celtic's not interested in Dubs anymore. Like, I don't like his blooming attitude.
Basically, anyone that's seen him don't want him. We wanted someone that hasn't seen him and just goes on past records because Yeah, I haven't said that. He did play pretty well in the pre-season game. The half he got, he looked pretty good. He was sweeper keeping, which was strange, although albeit only in his own box. But still, there we go. Dub still second keeper, like WTF says. Yeah, we were just talking about that now. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Come on, afternoon to you, big ass bloke. Oh, I've got sympathy with that name. Hello, people. Man, I've missed the Prem. I think we all have, mate. Crimson Lip, we are the Geordies. Indeed. Spike Milligan, hope you're well, mates. Afternoon to the lovely TTR family. Hope everyone's good. And we start off with 3 points away, the lads and lasses. When do the ladies start this season, Sam?
I'm not sure the exact date for it, but I did get my season ticket yesterday, the day before. So really looking forward to that. Yeah, can't wait for it, actually.
Terrific value, that, isn't it? 54 quid to stand in, 70 quid to seat.
Yeah, so you can go and stand if you want to do it, have it a bit cheaper. I mean, all those matches for 50 quid, seating 70, great. Kids tickets are really cheap, and it's a really great family atmosphere. So if you haven't actually been down to see the lasses yet, get yourselves down there. Great opportunity in the new league that we're in now, and yeah, fingers crossed we'll be on our way to the Women's Super League before we know it. Be an interesting one, because we will have to look at a different stadium, because we can't play on artificial grass, Billy. So
really?
Yeah, that'll be and given the news about St James's Park, scratching our heads about that. Could that be something as an opportunity? Maybe.
I've been thinking that. I think if they could build a new stadium somewhere else and then use St James's for the ladies, that'd be terrific, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, I think it would be certainly a showcase of the faith that, Mr. Eels and the rest of the team has in the women's team. I know that they understand that it's a stream of revenue generation. You see the likes of Arsenal and what they do, their women's team, they regularly sell out Arsenal's men's stadium, which is fantastic news. So yeah, interesting one.
Sounds like there's a bit of a fight going on between your pugs.
There's always a fight in my house. It's usually me starting it.
Julie Tate says, ooh, shiny scoreboard. We have a shiny scoreboard. However, there may be problems with me operating it. I'm going to try, but I've got to be like an octopus today. I've got 3 or 4 different devices going at once to keep it going nicely and smoothly. But yeah, hopefully I'm changing that score quite often. I don't mind doing that.
Yeah. You just keep your finger poised and we're like, yes.
I'm going to press the clock button to see if it works. Here we go.
Oh, go on then.
Oh, it does. It works.
That's great. Can you reset it though, Billy?
There you go. And then second half, does it change to the? Yeah, it does. Look at that. Oh, I like this. Ooh. Small things, please, small minds, I guess. Hi to Ange Mag, hope you well. Nick Thornton, afternoon to you. Ian, hey, this is a strange comment. The good, the bad, where's the ugly? I don't think there's any bad here. There's certainly no ugly.
I'll take bad.
Will you? Bad's better than good, isn't it, really?
It wants to be good.
Squarey bastard I am. Square. Call me Swift. Merry effing Christmas, everyone. At least it feels that way. I'm buzzing about the lads. Claire G was talking about last night's predictable 1-0 win to Manchester United after being outplayed for the whole game.
Honestly, Ten Hag, he's like horseshoe up his arse. I don't know how they keep doing it. Honestly,
it's just a regular thing, isn't it?
God, it's irritating, man.
May want to make the scoreboard a little bit bigger. It's a bit hard to see. Well, when I go full screen, it will be bigger, mate. Which it will be when Sam disappears at the first whistle and she'll be back at half time. So the only time it'll be like this is like half time and full time. So don't panic, Dulcie. Your
wish is granted.
I'm saying that. When I go full screen, it might go in on a bit bigger. We'll see.
Yes,
we'll see. Let's just try it. It's bigger, isn't it? That's bigger, ain't it?
There you go. Fine.
Perfect. There you go. So
it's Granny on standby. Granny Norma on standby.
Granny Norma is on standby. Yeah, she is. She is, absolutely. I'm not pressing it now, just in case it's a jinx. But she is on standby. 100% she is. Might be in Dub's contract that is minimum number 2. Could be. In which case, what would different new goalkeepers sign?
Well, it's maybe because we expected the deals with Celtic to go through. You know, I don't think he did. I don't think he performed badly at all in internationals during the Euros. So I'm surprised nobody's come in for him. But we don't know. Maybe they haven't. Maybe it's not the numbers that we were expecting to get for him. Maybe he's still too valuable as a number 2. But why sound oddie if it's not? Yeah,
I agree. Apparently, Man U are winning the league, but barely scraped past Fulham. And anyone hear Scholes' comments on mainly? I didn't know. I didn't
hear them.
That's Manchester United fair, isn't it? Just be
Man
shit
U winning the league, whatever.
No chance. They've got as much chance of winning the Grand National and the Eurovision Song Contest on the same day. No chance. Niall, good afternoon to you. Hope you're well, mate. Gareth Steele, good afternoon to you. Quinn Shen thinks 5-0. Well, I'll take that. Afternoon to Billy Ace. Hope you're well. Northumberland Rock Hopper. I love that name. Afternoon, ladies and gents. Good squad out today. It is indeed. Liam Maynard says, bollocks to Des Lynham. We have Sam and she knows the stuff. It's a blast. That's Des Lynham. Good grief. C. Dan Smith. Good afternoon to you. Buzzing. Hello, the lads. Hope you're well, mate. Good afternoon, Stephen Harker. Hope you're well. Black and white hearts from this username. I'm not saying it, but there you go.
Good crack, though.
Indeed. Beardy Mon says, Sporting Goods with Sam and a clock. Well, there you go.
You're steady on.
We aim to please.
Get 2 in the same sentence there.
Rich says, Bruno as captain's a real statement of intent. As my phone goes off. It is indeed, especially with Bird on the pitch, trips on the bench. Yeah, we agree with that. Isaac, what I want, says the midwife commented on your clock last night, Billy. She did indeed. She did indeed. That didn't really happen, by the way. These bedtime stories aren't real. People believe these things, you know. Paul still thinks that I shit on the tortoise all them years ago, but I didn't.
I genuinely thought you did too.
Eddie Gaunt, nice to see Billy and Sam. Yeah, hope you're well. Geordie Dan, hope you're well. Mark Cooper. A lot of people saying about Bruno captain. Baz says so. Doug's is number 2. I guess so. We'll have to take it from this lineup today.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. I just kind of, are we being greedy, do you think? Because we've done the same with Almiron. We didn't want to let him go, but I'm thinking wages, we've got backups there, unless Eddie thinks that Odyssey is going to take another season to get up to a standard of a number 2 that we can rely on.
Who knows? It's just odd. Dylan Carlisle, her team review. I'm at the match, but popped in beforehand. Good to see you, mates. Liam Rayner says, very strong lineup, especially with Bruno captain. Love it. I love that. I really love the captaincy move. I really do. Dow said, what squad that is. We ain't slacking first game. Bruno captain for the first. Yeah. Afternoon to Gaff and Donachie. Hope you're well. Irish Toon and Gilly. John Lee. Matt Haves. Afternoon to you. Caden Martin. We're up to nearly 2,000. It's fantastic. Eddie says, love to see Bruno as captain. Yeah. Captain G, come on. Only one goalkeeper on the bench. Southern Geordie. Great scoreboard, says Looney Tunes. Well, yeah, that's how it works. But I think it will. I think we're okay. Saying that,
we're feeling positive about the scoreboard. You said we did. Lots of feedback on people asking the scoreboard, so we got it.
We did indeed. Call Me Swift said it's great to have a great lineup. I agree. Eric Jones says, we're back, baby. Yeah, we are indeed. We are 12 minutes from kickoff. The tension is mounting, I've got to say. KB over in Belfast. Very good afternoon, Lady Sam, and of course, Billy. 3-0 to us. Come on, the Toon way, the lads. Brilliant. Charlie Ridgely, the new mum. Hello, I'd like to say a big shout out to Stuart Logan, Amelia, Ariana, who'll be watching. Caleb is chilling with mummy in hospital. You take it easy, Charlie. Get yourself right, and then come home and be spoiled for a while. Stuart and Logan can spoil you. That's the way I think it should be, and that's how it usually is. Dylan says we only bought Odysseus as a favour to Forest and Anderson the other way. I think Eddie was happy going with Pope and Dubs. I think we can really answer that, to be honest. Luke Rob, I'm assuming as a Southampton fan, says Shane Wood isn't playing.
Yeah, I'm devastated he's not on the bench.
How knows what he's doing? Question mark, says Al Pachuga. Well, only back in about Target there. Only back in training this week. It's an interesting selection, the Target one, Sam, isn't it?
Oh, it's really got me scratching my head. Like as I said, I didn't have any spoilers before we went live, and that was like my eyes were drawn and widened to that name. Like I've completely forgotten the lad. Like I'm not sure about this, and why haven't we given him any time in pre-season? I don't get that. If he's fit, that's great. Then why hasn't he had any minutes in his legs? Like what is he there for? He's not like a youngster who needs just some time on the bench to develop some confidence and for the experience. What the hell are we doing? Never mind.
We've got Kelly play left back. He's on the bench.
I'd be happy to see Kelly.
Too many left backs, haven't we? We've got loads of them.
Yeah. It's I mean, it's the sort of right flank that I think has got us all quite tender. Very happy to see Murphy start, and I think he's had a fantastic pre-season. But we shall see. As you always say, Billy, you can usually tell by the first kick of the match whether he's going to be on it or not.
Yeah, generally, if his first kick's awful, yeah, don't expect too much from him. And Eddie's made a really good point here, and I didn't notice it, and I don't know if you did, but the bench here, there's no Sanusi on it.
Yeah, I thought about Sanusi. I think he's been. I think he's really promising. So I don't know why he's not on. I think this would have been these are the types of matches that we can. I don't want to be disrespectful, but we have the opportunity if we get 4 goals ahead to get some minutes in the younger squad team. So why wouldn't we take the opportunity to do so? Not sure.
I agree. It's strange. We've got a new member. Well, it's a few starred things actually. Let's go for the starred stuff. We've got 990 MYR from Damien Jordy. Whatever MYR is, don't know what it is, but thank you very much. Well deserved, Captain Bruno. Let's get the first win. 20 Danish kroner from Samsonite Dove, donating a membership for every Toon goal today. Good man. We've got
nice.
What we've got here, Simon Mullers in South Africa. Thank you for your thoughts on Joe Gomez as a centre back option. Liverpool will listen to offers. Apparently, I think he's a solid centre back. And then there's enough in the kitty for right wing. Yes, I like Joe Gomez. Big fan of his. A lot of people aren't. Barbara Faye back as a member. Good to see that, Barbara. Good to see you back. Dan Robinson's at £5 super chat. Says your clock is wrong, Billy. It's set to beer o'clock. But since you insist, great to see you both. Looking for a big win. Yes, I've just gnawed my scoreboard up. No, I haven't. There we go. Sorted. So yeah, thanks for all your super chats and welcome back to Barbara as a member. Welcome back, basically. We've got 199 from Alexander Allard as well. Hope to see some of you at the next home game.
Oh,
and
yeah, drop us an email.
We do. We've got Sophia in the chat as well. Hope you're well, Sophia. 4-0 today. She says, great to see you back in, Sophia. People have missed you. Colorado Magpie asked the question, where is Ryan Fraser? Well, not at the game, hopefully.
Anywhere but in Newcastle, hopefully. Great.
Yeah. Indeedy. We're 7 minutes from kickoff. Afternoon to local hero. God, the comments are coming through. We're nearly at 2,000 people in the chat, which is amazing. Local hero says 4-0 to the Toon today. That's kind of what we predicted.
Yeah, 4-0.
Mark Toon says Southampton are absolutely going to shit it in that atmosphere. Well, potentially.
I like that. I'd like to see them with brown shorts.
Where's your granny, says Bandit. Well, she'll be here when the goals are scored. There you go. Colin thinks Longstaff will score first. She is. She's warming up more than anyone. Ali B says maybe the deal for Fraser after today, potentially.
Can't see it.
No, not me. Alexander Alade says Ryan is at home licking his wounds. And he could probably reach him, to be fair. He's only small, isn't he? A War Flags mural of Amanda and Mera would have been nice for the first home game, says Blunderball. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if there's any kind of display.
Because that was, I know I got I didn't shed a glistening tear or anything, but everybody knows, huge fan of Amanda and Mia Dad and so gracious for everything that they've done and the way that they've done it. And I know that there was a few of us who all said, and the chat was speaking about it as well, that would have been a lovely touch. So interesting.
It is interesting. Yeah, 2-0 to Liverpool at Ipswich today. There we go. So, yeah, they didn't show any kind of flags going, but it would have been nice for Amanda and Mera to have a bit of a farewell flag
It's
thing,
just
wouldn't it?
I think for me it's a bit of honour, a bit of like, thank you and grace. So yeah, I'm quite surprised not to see that. But you know, they work on donations. You don't know what they've got planned. They always go all out. So I'm sure there's some rationale for it.
I agree. Thank you to Michael McIntyre, £3 super sticker. Appreciate that, buddy. A lot of people talking about Granny. Granny going to be dancing, says Stefan. Granny's at the bar, says Sophia. Gibbo's golf, Toon review in the subway. He loves it. Sounds good. Isaac hat-trick, says Dino. There's a few Saints fans in the crowd. Yeah, wouldn't it just? It's a long time since we had a hat-trick. Do you remember the last person to get a hat-trick for Newcastle United was?
Can I shout? No, who was it? You can.
Jose Perez.
Never.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, I think we're overdue.
We do. I mean, Christ, it's sad no display, says Claire. I'm going to have a look, see if there is, because I might have missed it. But probably not. Let's see what they're looking at now. Well, actually, the team's in the tunnel. We're 5 minutes from kickoff.
I'm ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, ready to rock and roll, yeah. So, half-time, Sam. We shall see you. Hopefully smiling and cheering. We've got €2 super chat from Graham the Wood. Thank you very much. Great to see you guys, where lads, he says. Thanks very much, mate, for your super chat. So, half-time. Looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing you smiling and being in a really, really good mood.
Get in. All right, then. Have a good one, everybody. Enjoy. Catch you later.
Indeed. See you at half-time, Sam.
Bye.
See ya. There we go. That's Sam. She'll be back at half-time. And the scoreboard then suddenly gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And so we're all good, aren't we? Dow said, we built this city on Greg's sausage rolls. I love that. 4-0 says Ray. 4-0 to the Toon. Numpty Soul or Nump 70 Soul, whatever it is. Toon, he says. And Acid, hope you well, mate. Get that gassy star dog peanut butter breath and some shatter. Yes, man. We're going to smash these, says Sophia. Yeah, I think we are. Let's get back to the stream, see where we are, and watch the teams come out onto the pitch. Indeed, let's do that. Well, the teams are in the tunnel. Southampton are wearing a yellow kit with black shorts. It's a very strange yellow. It's similar to the yellow we had when Patrick Kluivert was with us, the away kit that season. Strange, odd-looking yellow, but they're being led out by Taylor Harwood-Bellis and Bruno leading our men out in our purple or maroon training tops, which cover the black and white stripes, of course. The referee is Mr. Pawson. And he's now leading the players out onto the hallowed turf of St James's Park. So here they come. If you are ahead of me, please no spoilers in the chat. And etc. Wait till I've commented before you do. Obviously, I won't be in any control of the chat during the first half because obviously I've got the stream on, and then I've got the scoreboard and the clock and things like that. But the St James's Park arise as one to welcome the black and white heroes onto the pitch. Alexander Isak there, touching the turf. Anthony Gordon behind him and Lewis Hall in front. And the War Flags have got a Bruno, Isak, Joelinton, Anthony Gordon, massive kind of surfer flag in the, I'm going to say the Gallagate. And the two teams are now shaking hands. It's a really great display that, I've got to say. Anyway, here are the two teams. This is the Newcastle United lineup. We line up with Nick Pope in goal, a back four, Tino Livramento, Fabian Schär, Dan Burn, Lewis Hall. Midfield, Sean Longstaff, Bruno Guimaraes, the captain, and Joelinton. And the front three, this has been the tried and tested front three with Jacob Murphy on the right-hand side. He's had a great pre-season. Let's hope he can carry that form on. Alexander Isak, ice-cold Swede, and Anthony Gordon on the right-hand side to terrorise that Saints left-hand flank. Subs, Dubravka, Trippier, Barnes, Target, Kraft, Asula, Almiron, Kelly, and Willock. That is how Newcastle United line up today. Here come the Saints lineup, managed by Russell Martin. They have McCarthy in goal, Howard Bellis, Stevens, and Bednarek as a back three. Middle five wing back system being used according to this Sugawara, Japanese. I'm going to say right wing back. Carl Walker-Peters a left wing back. Mid three of Joe Aribo, Finn Downs, and Will Smallbone. And two up front, Adam Armstrong and Ben Brereton Diaz. Brereton Diaz, of course, the new signing, was at Sheffield United last season. And the bench of Lumley, Bree, Wood, Archer, who signed yesterday, Charlie Taylor, Carlos Alcaraz, Adozi, Amo, Amior, and Dibbling. That's their bench. That's the Southampton lineup. The toss is about to be taken, with Bruno calling the toss for Newcastle United. Bednarek is kind of leading a kind of hurdle without the captain, but there will be a hurdle, no doubt. The cameras are on Russell Martin at the minute. Adam Armstrong, of course, returning to his own pitch, where he obviously watched Newcastle United as a boy and was part of the Newcastle United squad for a few years before he was transferred off to Blackburn. And Southampton are doing the shithouse trick and making his kick towards the Gallagate first half. Craig Pawson, of course, the manager. And Newcastle United do attempt the huddle. So Bruno's leading the huddle. Joelinton's also heavily involved in it. And the season is about to kick off. Guys and girls, Southampton also have an hurdle. I'll try and keep you abreast of what's going on elsewhere in the Premier League while the game is going on. Bruno geeing up the troops. Looks like Lloyd Kelly's chewing the seat in front of him. Anyway, they are about to kick off. So, Alexander is at the ball to start us off. And when we do, I shall start the clock. So, Craig Pawson signals to both his linesmen. And we're taking a knee first. To warn people that there is no place for racism in football, and off we go. And the clock starts. And Newcastle United start with Bruno back to Lewis Hall, back to Dan Burn, and then square for Fabian Schär. Long ball from Fabian Schär looking for Isak over his head, and Bednarek nods it back to McCarthy, Alex McCarthy in the Southampton goal, and he then picks it up. Taking his time. The ball is rolled out to Bednarek, ball forward, looking for the run of Aribo. Back then, it's Kyle Walker-Peters, in fact. But Newcastle do win the ball high up. Longstaff tries to play it in for Isak, doesn't get anywhere. Chested away is Bruno now, quite an advanced position. Little ball through, looking for Isak. Cleared by Howard Bellis onto the chest of Aribo there. And now it's Newcastle again with Murphy. Very, very advanced position, right-hand flank. Murphy got Livramento to his right, goes to Livramento down the line, looking for Murphy. It's cleared by Walker-Peters and out of play for Newcastle throw-in level with the Southampton penalty area. Good start, Newcastle. This Livramento is going to take the throw-in. It's in. 1-2 play with Longstaff. Livramento on the byline, cross, looking for someone crunching from deep. Doesn't work. It's now with Brereton Diaz, who's fouled there by Fabian Schär. Will be a free kick to Southampton. A good start for Newcastle United, that. Showing intent, pressing very, very good. And the ball is back with McCarthy. Now it's with Flynn Downs. Approached by Bruno. He goes square to Sugawara. Inside then to Aribo, and then back to Howard Bellis. Or was it Bednarek at the far side? I think it's Bednarek, actually. Howard Bellis in the middle of the three. Stevens down here for Brereton Diaz, who's come very deep to receive the ball. Back to Stevens, and then back in then to Howard Bellis. Long floated ball, looking to the far side for Sugawara, whose first touch is horrific. And out of throw it goes, out of play it goes. Throw into Newcastle United. There's two balls on the pitch, and so they cannot continue. Eddie Howe taking notes down there. Ball is back with Nick Pope at the precise moment in time. Dan Burn has it. Plays it out for Gordon, who's come deep to receive it. Long ball then. Now it's Lewis Hall. Will be a throw to Newcastle off Smallbone. Looks very much like John Joe Shelby, Smallbone. Joelinton. Nice little pass in for Bruno. Bruno advances onto the ball, plays it in behind, looking for the run of Gordon, but he ain't that quick and he ain't catching up with that. So it looks like Bednarek's on the right-hand side of the back three. Harwood Bellis in the middle and Stevens on the left. That's how we're looking here. Alex McCarthy is very, very silver on his hair. Long clearance looking for Brereton Diaz up against Livramento. Comes off Livramento's head. Can Murphy keep it in? He can. He plays it all the way back to Nick Pope in the goal. Bit of pressure coming in from Armstrong. Nick Pope just chips over him to Dan Burn. Can he keep it in? Dan Burn can. And Dan Burn looking for options now. Plays it long. Looking for Isaac in the air. He kind of dummies it. Murphy has it now. Murphy in for Longstaff. Longstaff's got Livramento wide. He goes to Livramento. Livramento's overhit that pass by 20 yards and out of play it goes. Was looking for the will of Murphy. Really overhit the pass. Poor that from Livramento. But Newcastle do win it in a very hard position. Gordon has it. It was Lewis Hall, in fact. Lewis Hall and Gordon look very alike. Now it's Joelinton. Newcastle winning the ball in deep territories here. It's Bruno. Bruno's robbed there by Smallbone, and referees give a free kick for some obscure reason there. Might be a foul from Lewis Hall on Flynn Downs. Good tackle from Smallbone. Yeah, Lewis Hall was late on Downs. Southampton have a free kick. They're trying to play football with it. They are getting pressured by Gordon. Back to McCarthy. Pressure's still going on. But they get out of it, Southampton, pretty well, actually. Aribo plays it wide. Stevens, then Aribo again. It's not Walker Peters. Stevens, then into Downs, and then back to Bednarek. Was it Harwood Bellis? One of the two. Long ball up front, looking for the run of Armstrong. Picks it up nicely. Going against Dan Burn. Looking very alert. Armstrong in for Smallbone. Back to Armstrong. And Southampton can start from deep with Jack Stevens. Jack Stevens centre circle in the Newcastle half. Looking for a pass. Nobody pressuring him here. Harwood Bellis, very advanced. Now Stevens again in looking for the run there. Comes out to Brereton Diaz. Walker Peters plays it in. Shielded nicely from the centre forward, who I don't know what his name is. Can't see who it is. Might have been a Rebo. Looks very powerful. Anyway, here comes Harwood Bellis. Having a bit of spell of possession here at Southampton. Sugarwell is going to cross this in. Schär covers it with a header. Little turn then from Gordon. Can't keep it in, though, I don't think. He did keep it in. Tried to play it for Isaac, but Isaac was beaten to the ball. And Southampton again can continue. Back with Alex McCarthy. Stevens did well to get away from the challenge there from Longstaff, I think it was. Now it's with Smallbone in for Armstrong. Good tackle that from who was it? Bruno did well. Joelinton did really well to get away from his defender. Bruno misses it, but Burn tidies up. Ball looking for Gordon. That looks a free kick, referee, surely. That has to be a free kick. Harwood Bellis on Gordon. Elbow to the cheek. And the referee's not giving a free kick, I don't think. We'll see it again. Burns' ball was a good one to Gordon. He span, and Harwood Bellis just punched Gordon in the face when he's elbowed him. It's a free kick all day long. I'm not sure the referee's actually given one, Porson. No, he didn't. Didn't give a free kick. Unbelievable. Absolutely awful decision from Porson, that. Anyway, justice has been served because Harwood Bellis has put it out of touch, into touch. Now it's with Gordon, who's back on his feet. He's fouled from Smallbone. Promising start from Newcastle has kind of been dampened by a long spell of possession from Southampton here. And it's precise moment in time. Newcastle have got the ball though, and in quite an attacking situation. It's a free kick, wide on the left. Hall and Gordon are over it. We're about it's wide on the left, about 20 yards from the penalty box, I'd say. it's going to be a Lewis Hall cross, I would think, or it could be an in-swinger from Gordon. Joelinton's in the box with a rebo and marking him. High line from Southampton, of course, there always is now on these free kicks. But I think it's going to be an in-swinger from Gordon. No, it's not. It's an out-swinger from Hall. It's a good one, but it's cleared from Downs back into the path of Gordon. Gordon's touch there is horrific, and he gives it away. And now it's with Brereton Diaz breaking for Southampton. He's got a rebound wide to his right. He's going on his own. Murphy steps in. It gets a foot in, and Joelinton tidies up. Brilliant from Murphy. Brilliant from Joelinton. Outstanding bit of play there from the two plays between them, but outstanding. Bruno's slow on the ball and he's tackled by Rebo. And now it's with Finn Downs. Plays it wide for Sugawara on the overlap. Past Lewis Hall, he goes. He's pulled back there from Lewis Hall. Refs give a free kick. Quite rightly too as well. Hand on the shoulder. Yellow card for Lewis Hall for that. Well, he's allowing elbows to the face, and he's booking Lewis Hall for hand on the shoulder. I mean, he's dived. He's made the most of it. But yellow card for Lewis Hall from Pawson after allowing Taylor Howard-Bellis to elbow Anthony Gordon on the cheek. It's ridiculous. So yellow card for Lewis Hall there. Promising situation this for Southampton. Free kick on the edge of the box, wide on the right. They've got some height in the team as well. Smallbone's going to take it. Very much like John Joe Shelby, I have to say. Gordon standing as a one-man wall, but for no purpose. There's going to be a little floater, floated in, looking for Howard-Bellis, nodded away, nodded back into the air from Walker Peters. It's cleared. Only as far as Smallbone, who does a nice little bit of play to get away from Gordon. Plays it in for Rebo. Rebo's on his own here. Rebo's looking for a cross. Passes to Smallbone. It's 1-0 to Hampton, but I think it's offside, and it is. Jack Stevens was offside. But very dangerous up from Southampton. But, I mean, really, should never been offside there. But it was good play. Rebo did really well. Squared it across goal. Smallbone's shot was probably going in anyway. Jack Stevens tapped it in an offside position. That is shocking from Stevens. Had he have left it, it's a goal. 10 minutes on the clock, but that's poor from Newcastle defensively. Can't see any goals in the Premier League so far, apart from the early game. But anyway, 0-0 here at St James's, and long clearance from Pope. A token jump from Isaac. You're never getting that. And at the minute, it's with Sugawara inside then for Howard-Bellis. Howard-Bellis that's a nice pass, but well cut out from Byrne. And now it's with Longstaff. Longstaff plays it back to Livramento, and then with Fabian Schär. Not been the greatest of starts from Newcastle. We did start okay, but since then, Southampton have been very dangerous and have had a goal disallowed. And really, just the stupidity of the defender tapping it in when he was offside. It was going in. Ridiculous, really. Anyways, Bruno, we nearly got robbed there from Downs, but he managed to get the ball away to Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall plays it wide for Gordon, going at Sugawara now. Smallbone covers with him. 65% possession for Southampton. Here's Gordon going against Sugawara, again with Smallbone with him. 1-2 with Joelinton. Cross comes in from Gordon. Good slide in from Sugawara. Will be a corner kick to Newcastle United. Nice little 1-2 with Joelinton and Gordon there. And it will be a corner which Anthony Gordon is going to take. Going to be an in-swinger. Can Newcastle United get ahead on this? Here it comes, in-swinger. It's too close to the goalkeeper, I believe, and it is actually caught there by Alex McCarthy quite easily.
Here are some results from the web.
Get out of town. The phone's listening to a commentary. Anyway, there's a clearance for Brereton Diaz. Newcastle do have the ball back now with Murphy. Murphy did really well to get away from two. Can he play a pass to Isaac? He can. Isaac's got it. Right hand side of the area. Got pressure coming in from behind him from Walker Peters. Turns. Plays it back for Bruno. Little ball on the far side for Joelinton. It's a good challenge in there from the 16, Sugawara. And it goes off Joelinton for a throw-in to that Southampton. Good defence that from the Japanese right wing back. Deflects it off Joelinton. And they've started pretty well, Southampton. Look pretty solid. Newcastle United haven't got into the stride as such as yet. Sugawara with a throw for Southampton. Wide on that right-hand side. Taking his time over it. Into Smallbone, back to Sugawara, down the line, looking for one of their players. Lewis Hall's robbed. Aribo plays it back to Harwood Bellis, and now it's with Kyle Walker-Peters. Kyle Walker-Peters trying to make an advanced run here with Jacob Murphy, who robs him. Brilliant for Murphy. Brereton Diaz then robs Murphy, and Walker-Peters picks up the rebound. Comes inside, goes to Flynn Downs. Calms it down all the way back to Jack Stevens. Little keep ball with Southampton here, little triangle. Stevens has it. He plays it square then to Harwood Bellis. Harwood Bellis to Downs. Back to Harwood Bellis. And then we're back then to Bednarek and now Jack Stevens. Good move. This Smallbone has it. Going to shoot. Gets deflected. Can Pope keep it in? He can. And it's into his arms quite safely. Smallbone is very Shelby-like, I have to say. Although with a bit more pace, I would say. Certainly not with any more hair. Balds the coot. Anyhow, I'll be a little bit concerned, I think, so far. Newcastle haven't got into the swing of things. Here's Gordon, who's come inside, looking for Livramento. Good tackle, that from Aribo. Will be a throw to Newcastle United. Stop the run now of Livramento. They're defending in numbers, Southampton, and they're defending very well. I've got to say that they're all fighting for each other. You've got to give them credit. Livramento with the throw-in. Terrible throw. Gives it to Southampton. And Brereton Diaz has it. Walker-Peters inside then for Downs. Aribo. Back then to Stevens. Gets Bednarek, in fact, to... McCarthy nearly got caught out then. The press is on from Newcastle. It's out to Walker-Peters. Murphy wasn't so vociferous on the press as the rest of the team were. And I think Southampton will get out of this now. They will. Aribo. Now Stevens, who's very advanced as a centre-half. Back inside then to Flynn Downs. Formerly of West Ham. Sugawara being pressured in, cut inside Hall, committing himself there. Joelinton wins it and plays it for Hall. Hall is on the left flank, going towards the penalty area. Sugawara trying to get back. It's a poor cross from Lewis Hall. Cut out from Tyler Harwood Bellis. And the Saints will clear it, albeit off the foot of Lewis Hall. Will be a throw-in deep in the Saints' half. Chance there for Lewis Hall to get a good cross in. Didn't work for him. It was, they're defending really well, Southampton. When they haven't got the ball, they're flowing back in numbers. Well, we've got the camera on Russell Martin in a minute, and play actually hasn't restarted. The ref's having a word with Joelinton for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe Smallbone's trying to get in his ear and wind him up a bit. Anyway, Southampton get out the press really well. Nice bit of football there from Sugawara, Harwood Bellis to get away from the press, and now it's with Flynn Downs. Plays it wide here for Ben Brereton Diaz, who's playing as a kind of a left winger at this moment in time. Back then he goes to Jack Stevens, the captain. I said it erroneously earlier, it was Harwood Bellis, it's Jack Stevens, in fact. Here's Flynn Downs, the anchor man in midfield, plays it to Harwood Bellis. Harwood Bellis in for Flynn Downs, wide then for Sugawara, who's very dangerous down that right-hand side. Looking for ball over the top. It's cut out from Dan Burn. Good header. Bruno's took out there with a it's Flynn Downs this time with a wrestling move, I'd say, where they put the arm up and catch them by the throat. Bruno got taken down. Free kick to Newcastle. Much worse. Well, that's worse than what bloody Hall did, and not a word of a book in there anyway. Gordon inside for Bruno is fouled again by the same player. Flynn Downs, 2 in 30 seconds. Not a word again. Bruno plays it back to Dan Burn. Square to Schär. He has Livramento to his right. He plays it to Livramento. Livramento to Murphy. Murphy looking for the ball. That's a lovely pass. Good cut out, though, from I think it was Bednarek. Isak still retrieves the ball, though. Isak has it in the corner of the area. That's a poor pass from Isak. And Southampton can break now. It's with Aribo. Got the whole of St James's Park to run into. He's got Diaz wide to the left. Plays it in behind. Schär to Diaz. Diaz gets a cross goal. Good cover from Hall. Otherwise, Adam Armstrong was in for a tap-in. That came from Isak's poor play at the other end of the pitch, I have to say. But a good counter-attack from Southampton. Brereton Diaz is offside, by the way. Ref flag hasn't gone up. He rolled it across goal, looking for the tap-in. I think he may have given the offside, actually, because they're walking away from the goal. But we're 18 minutes in, no goals, and a bit perturbing so far. Not the greatest of starts from the Toon. We're having extensive kind of camera work on Russell Martin. Lord knows why. They have given the offside anyway. Very late, but they did. Schär plays it with a long floaty ball out to Lewis Hall. Out to Gordon, who's been very closely watched so far. Joelinton has Flynn Downs at his back. Like a rat all over him there, but they did really well to get out of that. An arm pull there on Smallbone. In for Isak. Isak's in here. Didn't get the shot in. I think he may have been offside, but it's deflected by Bednarek for a corner anyway. Good play from Joelinton and Bruno. Really good play from Bruno and Isak and Joelinton. Joelinton, great run from Isak, actually. He wasn't offside. But good defending from Yad Bednarek, who his last kind of, well, it is offside. They've given the offside in the end. But Bednarek in his last kind of spell in the Premier League was awful. But he started pretty well today. And as a Southampton, nearly 20 minutes in, it's no goals. Schär in the air, which Livramento, in fact, from Brereton Diaz. Aribo has it now. Bit of skill to get away from Shaw Longstaff. It's Walker Peters. Now it's back then to Stevens. Nothing going on at the minute. It's Howard Bellis is standing on the ball. It's going to go all the way back to the keeper, I think. Well, he isn't. He goes to Bednarek and Stevens. Bit of pressure coming in from Longstaff. Wide for Brereton Diaz. Good bit of play from Walker Peters. Pulled back from Murphy there. That'd be a free kick. Now Flynn Downs. Well, the pull back from Murphy actually was worse than Lewis Hall's. Yeah, not a word to him. Anyway, Southampton just tapping it to each other in the centre of the pitch, really, with Stevens. Now back to Bednarek. Taylor Howard Bellis plays it in behind Gordon, and Bednarek can come up the pitch. First time ball in for Armstrong. Back to Bednarek. He's very advanced here, Bednarek. He goes wide to Smallbone. All the way back. Keeping possession. The Southampton. Flynn Downs. Back then to Bednarek. Howard Bellis. Newcastle standing off, allowing them to play. Wide for Sugawara, who's very advanced. Very dangerous on that right flank. Right-footed, of course. Back in then for Downs, all the way back. Just keeping possession at all costs here. Newcastle United haven't touched the ball for a minute or two here. Howard Bellis. Sugawara. Just give and go. That's all they're doing. Even if they go backwards, I don't care. They're just keeping the ball. Walker Peters. Triangle football with Walker Peters. They're trying to find a ball for the middle to Armstrong. Good sustained spell of possession for Southampton here. Now Sugawara. Lewis Hall gets a foot in and gives it away to Aribo. Aribo again. Flynn Downs. And Southampton can start again. They're on top here, boys and girls. The ball is their friend. They don't give it away very often. And they're controlling the possession and everything. Here's Armstrong. Could have a dig from distance. Goes for goal. Way over the top. But a very confident start from the promotion team. Southampton. They really have started well. You've got to give them credit. Eddie Howe is talking to one of his coaches there. Long ball. Looking for Joelinton. It's over the top of Joelinton. Gordon beaten in the air from Sugawara. Howard Bellis elbows Gordon off. They'll know each other from the England and 21s. Longstaff trying to make the ground up to his press, but it's wide here for Brereton Diaz. Back to Walker Peters. Walker Peters has a good ball inside, actually, for Howard Bellis, and Walker Peters went for the return. Got it too. Tackle from Jacob Murphy will be a throw into Southampton. Stevens at the back. Now Bednarek. Back to Stevens. No press coming at the minute. Halfway through the first half, and after, I'm going to say the first 5 minutes, we looked okay. Been a goal at the City Ground. Nottingham Forest 1, Bournemouth 0. Chris Wood. Good play from Murphy. He was being fouled. We get a free kick in the Southampton half. Yeah, Chris Wood with the first goal of the Saturday 3 p.m. kickoffs against Bournemouth. Fouled by Walker Peters all over Murphy there. And Arsenal have also taken the lead against Wolves. Kai Havertz with their goal. Looks like Bruno's going to take his free kick. No bleached blonde in his hair this week. Shaking his head for some reason. Doesn't like what he sees. Anyway, here's Bruno. Going to float one over the top, looking to the far post. Easily headed away. Will fall to Gordon. Gordon with a good ball. Far side. It's deflected off. I think it was Fabian Schär at the far post there. Got a shot in, but it was deflected for a corner. And it will be a corner to Newcastle. Everton 0, Brighton 1 at Carry Matoma for Brighton at Goodison Park. Anthony Gordon with a in-swinging corner about to be taken. In the strawberry corner. Big men in the box. Isaac, Joelinton, Tina the keeper again, I think. It's headed away from the keeper, from Bednarek. Jacob Murphy picks up the rebound. He has Schär wide. He gives it Schär. Schär comes back inside for Bruno. Good ball in behind for Longstaff. Longstaff, well, it's cut out from Brereton Diaz. Poor cross from Longstaff. Should have been better there. But Newcastle can maintain the pressure here slightly with Livramento. Wide, it comes from Murphy. Murphy picks it up, takes it in. Ball in for Longstaff. It's a good position from Longstaff. Has to come out again, though. Livramento has Bruno available. Bruno picks it up with Brereton Diaz on him. He has to come backwards, and he does come backwards to Fabian Schär. Bruno again available to pick it up. Looking for a cross. Trying to keep it away from the keeper. McCarthy comes out and catches it and goes for a long first-time clearance, which Lewis Hall chests down outstandingly well. And for some reason, there's a free kick. I think McCarthy may have been challenged as he kicked it there. Well, I'm not sure there's much in that, but Paulson's give a free kick for it. Deep in the Southampton half. Foul on McCarthy from Byrne. Aribo is slid in there, and refs give a free kick for a foul by Schär, despite him playing the ball. But they've got here. Pressure coming in. Sugawara back to Downs. Good ball. Deflected off a Newcastle player, but Pope's out. And Pope launches it. Will come to Gordon. Gordon nods it back. Foul there, surely, but the rest played different. They haven't played advantage. First time, the referee wasn't happy with that because Bruno had been fouled. Small bone in the back. We took a quick free kick, but the referee pulled it back, luckily for us, because it was a poor free kick. Bruno has it. Again, foot in from Southampton. They're very physical here. There will be a free kick. And then, well, Brereton Diaz has just carried on with the ball and gone straight through Fabian Schär there. And it's kicked off between Schär and Brereton Diaz, who's gone down like a sack of spuds. Making out he's been punched in the face. Oh, this is all... Brereton Diaz is really making a meal of this. They're trying to get Schär sent off here. And VAR will probably have a look at it. What a bunch of absolute strokers. Fabian Schär has been sent off. Oh, my God. Okay, Craig Pawson's lost control here, folks. Schär's off. And Brereton Diaz, of course, gets to his feet. Nothing wrong with him now. That's ridiculous. And we haven't seen a replay as yet. We're going to see it now. Bruno's fouled in the centre of the pitch. The ref gives a free kick. Brereton Diaz carries on and goes right through the back of Fabian Schär, who gets up to his feet and pushes Schär away. Puts his head on Brereton Diaz, who makes out he's been hit with a... It's silly from Schär. It's silly from Schär. But it's all caused from Brereton Diaz. And Brereton Diaz has gone down like an absolute fanny. And he's got Schär sent off there, I'm afraid. And Schär's fell for it. Poor form that from Fabian Schär. Really poor. But I hope there's some punishment for Brereton Diaz for starting all that. But when you put your head into another player's face, I mean, is Pawson going to the cameras here? I think he may be, you know. Well, Schär's walking off the pitch. That's pathetic. That is pathetic. It really is from Brereton Diaz. I mean, that is just absolutely shocking. Pawson's adamant this is a red card, by the way. And Newcastle want to make a change. Emil Kraft's coming on. I wonder who it'll be for. Emil Kraft's coming on for Jacob Murphy, it looks like. So we're down to 10 men, folks. Murphy off and Kraft on. I mean, Schär's walked towards him, put his head against Brereton Diaz, just touched him, and Brereton Diaz is making out he's been, well, Brereton Diaz, you're an absolute fanny, mate. But you got what you wanted. And Fabian Schär fell into the trap, unfortunately, of doing it right in front of the ref, and not just that. Brereton Diaz gets a yellow card for his elbow through Schär in the first place. Hardly seems fair. Anyway, long ball looking in and nearly onto the foot of Isaac. And Southampton have got a chance here to cause a real upset because they're playing against 10 men. Walker Peters has been dangerous down his right-hand side, and now he's got free run at Livramento now. Anyway, Southampton have the ball wide with Sugawara. Back to Harwood Bellis. And now to Jack Stevens. Walker Peters, he has Brereton Diaz wide here. Cuts inside Longstaff, then cuts back again and gives it to Brereton Diaz, who no doubt is getting booed vociferously. And so he should be. Bournemouth have equalised at the City Ground. I don't know who scored the goal yet, but that's just happened a second ago. Southampton have the ball. Deep with Jack Stevens. Brereton Diaz wide on his left-hand side. Should be getting pelters, and hopefully someone's going to good tackle Longstaff and gives him wood. Why did Longstaff fall over then? Brereton Diaz has shoved Longstaff, and Longstaff stayed on his feet. Why didn't he fall over? Would have got him sent off probably. Anyway, the goal for Bournemouth was Dango, and Southampton have the ball. Been a very, very, very kind of controversial first half. It's a rebound. Newcastle are going to have to stay strong here because 10 men against 11 is what Southampton would have dreamed of. And all these 4-0 scores and 3-0s and things don't look a mile away at the minute. Isaac gets a foot in there. We'll be throwing Southampton just inside their own half. Good work from Isaac. So, I wonder if Newcastle United will be in the transfer market sharpish. Now we need a right centre-back. It might mean that we offer a few more quid for a certain Crystal Palace centre-half. May do. And Walker Peters got the freedom to go wherever he wants now, and he's on the other side of the pitch at the minute. Gives it to Downs. Downs got all the time in the world to pick out a pass. Goes wide to Sugawara. Lewis Hall, who's also on a yellow card, of course, goes towards him. Smallbone gets crossed in. Byrne clears it out of play for a throw in Southampton. Some glum faces in the crowd there behind the Southampton manager. Walker Peters, the ball over the top. It's a good one too. Sugawara's advanced onto it. Can he keep it in? He can. Goes for a cross. Did well, Lewis Hall, to get a foot in. And it will be a goal kick. Brilliant defence there from Lewis Hall. The Bournemouth goal has been disallowed, so it is still Forest 1-0. Dango's goal has been ruled out. Paul Mitchell there in the crowd. With Steve Bunce. Long clearance from Pope. Looking for the head of... Well, it's over everyone's head. It goes out for a throw-in. Joelinton was the target. And throw-in has been taken all the way back to McCarthy. He plays it wide for Harwood Bellis. Now it's with a long ball for Smallbone. Back to Sugawara. Long volley pass on this side of the pitch. It's great vision, that, from Sugawara. Really good pass, that. Volley pass to Walker Peters. Walker Peters finally gets it into control and comes forward. Longstaff's on him. Wide he goes for Brereton Diaz. Back inside then to Stevens. Now Kyle Walker Peters. First touch wasn't great. Got away with it, though. Plays it wide for Sugawara. Dan Burn steps in and can release Gordon if he wants to. Here he does. Good ball. Gordon's been very poor so far, I've got to say. Took his eye off the ball. A foul from Joelinton, and the ref gives it. And the ref, Southampton plays down like it's been kicked. Well, get up, you fanny. Walker Peters is the man that's injured. He's treading his foot and he's holding his knee. Interesting. Not been the first half we were expecting, folks. And we're down to 10 men. Fabian Schär getting sent off for getting pulled into some jiggery pokery from Brereton Diaz, who then basically got him sent off. And the stupid thing about it was the free kick he'd been given to Newcastle United. Schär retrieved the ball, and Brereton Diaz played on as if the whistle hadn't gone and ploughed through him from behind with an elbow in the back. Schär got up, had a bit of demonstration, then put his head into Brereton Diaz's face, and Dan Bird's pissing around here, and has given a free kick away on the edge of the area, foul on Aribo. Pawson's given everything to Southampton here, everything, absolutely everything. It's a dangerous area, this free kick. I mean, Craig Pawson's been an absolute disgrace. Dan Burn wins the ball, and the rest give a free kick. Yeah, unbelievable, this. But Dan Burn filling the farts around, doing his Franz Beckenbauer impression, a poor version of it, has probably could cost us here. Aribo gets to his feet eventually. Smallbone, Armstrong over this free kick. It's wide on. Let's not say wide. It's kind of left quadrant of the penalty area. Sugawara has gone to join him as well. I'm assuming it'll be a cross rather than a shot. And now Bednarek's trying to start on Joelinton. Joelinton will lose it. I don't think you want to be messing with him, mate. Anyhow, Smallbone's going to take this free kick. And they've come with proper shit out with Southampton. They really have. And it's working for them. They've got a player sent off, down to ridiculous play acting and a bit of stupidity from our Swiss centre-half. And now they're acting like twats, basically, every given opportunity. And Pawson, who's an awful ref, Should be poor ref, not Paulson. It's falling for Smallbone when he goes short, and that is the worst free kick I think I've ever seen. Obviously, a training ground free kick, which has gone utterly wrong. Free kicks, goal kicks, Newcastle. I mean, the cameraman, I don't know if he's related to us or mine, but, well, we're just seeing the Southampton fans in a minute. They're shouting as if they're being hard done to here. They've been gifted everything so far. Ball is back with McCarthy anyway in the Southampton goal. Pressure from Gordon. Easily gets around it with a man short. We're unable to press with the same intensity as what we have done previously, of course. Anyway, Walker-Peters has got all the room in St James Park to pick the ball up, stand and gesticulate and just play it back to Stevens. Bednarek, who's basically coming forward as he wants. Walker-Peters, halfway line, plays it into Uribe, back to Walker-Peters. Square then to Downs. Then Walker-Peters again. He's got Sugawara wide. He wants to go to him. He decides to go to Howard-Bellis instead. He then gives it to Sugawara. Sugawara has Armstrong wide on that right flank. Back he comes. And Southampton just keeping hold of the ball. Back with a centre forward, centre halves at the minute, sorry. Uribe now some space to move into. He's got Brereton Diaz wide to his left. He gives it to Brereton Diaz. Back inside he goes then to Walker-Peters, who's now playing as a midfield player. Now Downs. Downs goes past one and then gives it to Uribe. Uribe plays it wide for Brereton Diaz. Long press from Walker-Peters might have a dig. A good ball in the back looking for Smallbone. Pope comes out and claims it. But good football from Southampton. Just the final ball was missing, luckily for us. And Nick Pope was alert to it and came and claimed it. And he's bowled it out to Lewis Hall. Got a run from Anthony Gordon. Lewis Hall doesn't find him. Cuts out and back he goes to Dan Burn. Dan Burn goes back to Nick Pope. And Nick Pope has Emerald Craft available if he wants to use him, but he's going to go long, I think. No, he's dithering here a little bit. Nick Pope, he goes long in the end, looking for, well, it's straight on the head of Bednarek. Now it's with Peters. Walker-Peters, sorry. Inside for Flynn Downs and Walker-Peters again. Now Uribe, back to Walker-Peters. Southampton dominating possession, as you would expect, with 11 men against the 10. Flynn Downs now, and now Smallbone. Smallbone's got Joelinton approaching him. He goes wide for Sugawara with Hall on his case. Sugawara trying to get to the byline. Does get his cross in. It's a great cross. Great defending there from Livramento at the far post to stop Brereton Diaz from scoring with a point-blank header. Terrific bit of defending from Livramento. Very alert to what was behind him there. And, well, he didn't get the header in, but he put Brereton Diaz off. And Brereton Diaz probably should have done better than that, but Livramento slightly put him off, and there they went wide and handsome into the Leeds' end. Oh, dear me. Long clearance from Pope onto the head of Flynn Downs. Poor header from Bruno, doesn't find Lewis Hall. Poor pass from Byrne, finds Bruno, but he's getting pressured from Howard-Bellis, in fact. Poor pass from Byrne, but won back well by Bruno. The ball didn't go out of play, or it did go out of play. Bit of pinball there on the far side of the pitch. Now it's with Bruno. Square he goes to Longstaff. Longstaff plays it in for Livramento. He's got pressure on him straight away from Walker-Peters. Got away from it well. That Bruno. Bruno looking for a pass over the top of Bednarek. Doesn't find Isak. And Southampton can break with Uribe. Pressure from Gordon. Uribe still has it. Plays it back to Brereton Diaz, who just leaves it for Walker-Peters. Square ball on for Smallbone if he wants it. But pressure from Gordon on Walker-Peters. In the end, he goes back to Bednarek. And now Howard-Bellis, and Southampton can once again build an attack from deep. Walker-Peters. And now Uribe. In the Newcastle half, central. Walker-Peters wide for Uribe. Back to Brereton Diaz on this wide flank here. On this left flank. Now it's with Walker-Peters in behind. Uribe's got him behind Livramento here. Livramento gets back. deflects it for a corner kick to Southampton, left-hand side. Hard work this for Newcastle United. Hard work. In swinger from Smallbone. Header from Livramento needs to be cleared this. And Brereton Diaz manages to get the ball back. Wanted a penalty there when he slips. It's absolutely funny. But Southampton can come again. Far post ball looking for Howard Bellis. Cleared well by Kraft. I think it's a free kick for foul by Howard Bellis. And it will be a free kick to Newcastle United for pushing the back from Howard Bellis on Livramento, looks like. Indeed it was. Indeed it was. So it's quite... Yeah, it's not great at the minute, I've got to say. Nick Pope will take this free kick for Newcastle. There it goes, long free kick. Headed away. Now headed back from that's a poor header, that. And it will be a throw in Southampton. Deep in their own half. Walker Peters. Poor ball from him. Bruno has it. Gordon, who's come inside. That's a poor ball from him. In behind Isak. Isak didn't win that. But that's terrible from McCarthy. Isak has it. Joelinton on the penalty spot. Joelinton scores! 1-0 Newcastle United. And it all came down from the poor play from Alex McCarthy in a Southampton goal. It's a gift of a goal, that. I'm going to have to go into this to do this. Fantastic goal. But now it's time for a bit of this. Where are you? Where are you? I can't find it. I can only... Oh, here we go. Yeah. 1-0 Newcastle. And it's Joelinton with a goal. A real gift of a goal, I have to say. Proper gift. The goalkeeper there made a real error. So did Walker Peters. But Isak spotted Joelinton with a great assist there. And Joelinton with his left foot placed it in the net. 1-0 Newcastle. And I don't know how we've done it, to be honest. But they've gifted us a goal. And happy days. Happy days indeed. With a red card as well. Southampton won't understand this. And to be honest, nor do I. Here's Brereton Diaz, the villain of the piece before this goal that Joelinton had scored. Bruno steps in. Kraft is on the cover. Back to Pope. First time clearance down the pitch there, looking for, well, it's going to be a free kick there. A foul from Bednarek, who's not happy with what's happened. Pawson doesn't get his card out. Somehow, they've got the ball back. I don't think he gave a free kick. Brereton Diaz won this left-hand side. 3 minutes of injury time. Let's put that up. Thought it should be more than that, actually, because the actual sending off took forever. But 3 minutes of injury time, extra time, added on time, whatever we want to call it. And we're a minute and a half in already. But Howard Bellis nearly gets robbed, and can Gordon... they were playing with fire there, Southampton. Stevens, now Aribo. Square inside for Walker Peters. Gordon steps in and takes it away. Can Gordon's pace getting away from Stevens? Should be able to. Oh, it's a foul from Stevens. And that has to be at least a yellow card. And potentially a red. Because it could be... maybe not last man. But we're in the last minute of added on time. It's a free kick to Newcastle on the edge of the area. Stevens does get a yellow card. Quite rightly. He knew what he was doing. There was no way he was going to get past him. He slid in. He had no chance to get the ball. And a yellow card was the answer. And it's very close to the penalty area as well. But it'll be a free kick to Newcastle, very much on the edge of the area, on the right-hand side. I mean, a minute ago, Paulson's allowed Bednarek to basically push Anthony Gordon in the face and not even give a free kick. He's been absolutely dog dirt. Absolutely dog dirt. Anyhow, we had the 3 minutes added on. It's going to be a free kick to Newcastle right at the very end of this first half. We lead by a goal to nil. Joelinton with a goal. We've got options here. Lewis Hall with the in-swinger. And I think it's going to be Lewis Hall. Blastic, no, good from near post. Aribo gets a head to it. Will be a corner. Lewis Hall went for the shot. Lewis Hall's going to take the corner as well. Will be an in-swinger. Here it comes. Big men in the box. Isaac's there. Of course, all the men are there. It's a deep one. Joelinton heads it down. They want a handball. Fen Downs was the one that deflected it. The referee's getting directions from the is this handball? Ooh. Now then. Well, they haven't given it, but we've seen one version of it. It's half time, and Newcastle United lead by a goal to nil. Interesting that free kick there, that penalty shout, because to me it looked like one. But it's 1-0 to Newcastle. Let's get rid of that. And there we go. 1-0 Newcastle, 3,500 of you in. Unbelievable. It's 1-0 to Newcastle, and we're going to be joined by Lady Sam presently. Outrageous, that referee, I've got to say. Outrageous. He's been absolutely dire. And I've got to say, well, apparently it's kicking off in the tunnel. I've turned it off now, but so it should be. Brereton Diaz tried to ruin the game. Absolutely outrageous. Let's see, have a look at these super chats and whatever we got. What we got here. Kirsty Skinner, welcome to you as a new member. Gibbo's Golf, 199 super chat. Thank you very much. Sam's here with us presently. Here she comes. Hi, Sam.
All right.
Controversial first half. Let's just do the super chats first. We'll come on to you. Dylan Richardson, member for 10 minutes, and bollocks was out of red. Insanity, 499 super chat. The commentator on TalkSport 2 just accused Isaac of not trying because he thought he might have gotten a move away in the summer. I'm lost for words. Unbelievable. Dan Robinson, £2 super chat. This is disgrace. Ref letting Saints do whatever they want. And Big Tank 9401, $2 super chat. Softest red card ever. Let's start with the red card, Sam. It was a red card. It was stupid from Schär, wasn't it?
It was foolish. We've let emotion run amok so far. Disappointed in Schär for not keeping his cool. He's far more experienced than that and played completely into their hands. And now we're down to 10 men for the sake of it. It's not ideal. We've been gifted a goal. J7, good lad. You called it, Billy. You said he was going to get one, and he has. Great stuff. But it is certainly not the fantasy that I imagined for the first game of the season, for sure.
I mean, Brereton Diaz played for it and got it, didn't he? It was absolutely
just hammed it up. I mean, would we be annoyed if one of our players did the same thing? It's this is unfortunately part of shithouse tactics.
Yeah.
And they are absolutely playing to it. The ref just seems to be completely biased. It's really killing us. But then again, I don't think we've played very well. I believe that we've lacked possession. We've been really sloppy in passing. We're just giving the ball away. And they are looking to create chances and defending not too shabbily.
They look a good side, to be fair to them. I had them finishing 13th, I've got to say, but they look confident in the ball.
I've got them being relegated as well.
Yeah, the three of you. I think the three of you did.
But then again, this is we spoke about it before the match that they're coming off the back of that confidence. They want to come in, they want to win, they want to play football, which is attacking, which is press, which is great. But they have had good possession. They're playing the width of the field and they're playing nice little triangle football with accurate passing. I didn't think they would be as accurate as they currently are. I would have liked to have seen us get out the gates a lot faster, but it took us longer than I expected to settle into the game. And I don't particularly think that we've settled as much as I would have liked. And I think we've got a couple of players who are off the pace. Gordon, especially. I'm not seeing the. Ball, hasn't he? Yeah, I'm not seeing the fire and the intensity. So yeah, that's an interesting one, but maybe just needs a bit more time because of the extension on his holiday for the sake of 4 minutes in the Euros. Thank goodness for that,
100%. We've got a £5 super chat from Beetle Greg. £5 Joelinton, and we're still fighting for his title, he says. 100%.
Yes.
It's hard to kind of decide what. Bruno hasn't been at his best. He's looked a bit slow. They're definitely getting away with lots, aren't they? They're leaving feet in and getting away with stuff. Howard Bellis got away with an elbow to the face of Gordon really early on.
Yeah.
How did he get away with that?
Absolutely no idea. And I know that it's been said that VAR is going to play less of a part this season, but geez, come on, there's got to be some fairness. We need to be able to trust in the officials here. I mean, they've had a goal disallowed as well, like a clear offside, but still, this is. I don't know. It's got us shaken. And I've already, I always watch the chat when you're doing the commentary, and people are already in saying, "Oh, how long we're giving Eddie?" Like, back off, people. It's the first game of the season. Let's all just settle down, eh?
Samsonite Dove's gifted a Toon Review membership. If you are the recipient of that, give him a thank you in the chat. That was ridiculous that Owen got that offside goal because it was going in. If he hadn't touched it, it's a goal.
Yeah, I think we were very lucky that maybe he's gone for glory, because if he stayed out of it, then it absolutely wouldn't have been. So yeah, we're very fortunate in that sense.
Unbelievable, yeah, unbelievable. But yeah, they've dominated the ball, they've dominated possession and territory, even before we had 10 men. It's not a case of
absolutely. I was hoping they would maybe fatigue themselves, but they've kept the high intensity throughout, and now they have an opportunity to regroup, reset. We've obviously made that substitution for Murphy disappointing, but probably warranted, because we're now down to 10 men. So fast decision making from Eddie. Are we seeing the lessons learned coming through nice and early? Hope so. But what are you expecting for second half, Billy?
Knowing Eddie Howe, I think we'll sit back and try and defend it and hit on the counter.
Yeah. I kind of think that will do the same here, and I can imagine lots of people crying out to say, "Right, up the bid, get in, whatever it takes, take mine."
He's got a 3-match ban, so something's got to happen.
So we've got to do something. Like, this is not the start. This is not the start I had in mind. So we need to get sharper. We need to keep concentration, keep our heads. What are we doing? But going on the counter, I don't know, Billy. I'm a bit concerned going into this second half if they maintain the standard they have.
The one thing I don't even want to say what I'm saying, so I'm not going to say it, because if I say it, it'll come true. But they are lacking. They are lacking in certain areas of the pitch, I think. That's what I'll say. Okay,
agreed.
Without saying what you know what I'm saying.
But I was saying, but yeah, get you.
£5 super chat from Nick Thornton. He said Pawson is the worst ref I've ever seen, but Schär is a total idiot for falling for the shithouse tactics. I mean, he gave him the free kick, and then Burton Diaz decided to just pile himself through Schär.
Yeah.
And then he just lost the plot. I mean, if you're going to do it, you might as well just headbutt him instead of just softly doing it. You're going to get sent off
and this is it. Schär standing there, peacocking like Tash gone. So come on, let's have at it. What are you doing? You're a bloody professional. So that was disappointing from me that we were lured in and got on the hook for it.
Incidentally, there was a war flags for Amanda and Mairdad according to Ollie. I didn't see it, but that's great news if it's true.
Yeah, we'll try and find it and share it.
Unbelievable. What are you expecting second half?
God, I expect some boots to be thrown about by Eddie during half time for sure. I hope it's a really stern conversation, that we're not going to sit back on it, but I believe that we will. I think we're going to park the bus and try and defend a 1-0 lead against Southampton. But all respect to them, they've come here to win and show that they sort of deserve their place in the Premier League, and they've absolutely done that so far. So no good. I hope we don't see any more squaring up. I hope that we don't see any further shithouse tactics, but I believe that we will. I think that they've got us rattled so far, so I'm hoping that we can gain some composure. Communication, I think, has been off, and some more accuracy in the passing. I think that's where it's really lacked for me, especially in the midfield.
Keep talking, Sam. I may have the picture of someone sent me on Twitter.
Fabulous. Well, thank you to whoever sent that in. I'm not sure about how anybody else feels about what we're expecting for the second half, but I would love to see us get at least one more goal in and start to settle into play. I would love to see more of that high press going on, and for Gordon to be a bit more mobile with what he's doing. I've noticed Hall is playing quite high up the field as well, Billy. I don't know if you've seen that. He's incredibly mobile and he's got fantastic pace as well. But I think so far for me, Joelinton and Hall have been excellent. Apart from that, our superstars are not shining.
Yeah, it's not a JPEG, so I can't share it. Oh, unfortunate.
We'll do it on another show.
We'll do another show, yeah. So, unfortunate there. Are we coming up second half yet? I don't know. We can't be far away. Let's have a look. No, not quite. So, yeah, it's a case of keeping what we've got, I guess, and maybe hit them on the counter if they press too many men forward with Gordon. Yeah, hopefully we can do that, but it's going to be a long old second half, Sam. Substitutions, when you're expecting them?
About Eddie o'clock. Always the same way, and I think for me, some of our superstars have been relatively quiet. I thought, given the preseason that we've had, we would have really come out the gates with this one. We haven't. Really disappointing mistakes that have been made from some of our key players defensively as well. We've just lost it. We've lost the plot.
Yeah, I mean, Gordon, Isak, they haven't been great, have they? I mean, Isak did get an assist for his pass to Joelinton. Yeah. Good finish. Joelinton's been quiet as well, but it's their centre midfield. They're very physical, aren't they? Downs and Smallbone, really physical.
What I will say about Joelinton, though, at least he's going for the tackles and interceptions. Yes. Though, have we particularly seen it from anybody else? We're letting them have the ball, and I don't believe that was part of our tactics to let them come on to us and us to go on the counter with this. So it's interesting to see that they are toying with us like we are a ball of yarn to kittens. This is not good. This is not good. I'm hoping that we're going to come out in far better form. Nice little save from Pope, though. I think he's been alert, sharp, so that's great to see that he's actually on it. That does give me quite a bit of comfort as well. Mistakes from Burn again. I was
going to say something. Oh, the Longstaff, he tackled Brereton Diaz after Brereton Diaz got Schär sent off. Really physical tackle. Brereton Diaz then shoved Longstaff, and Longstaff stayed in his feet. Had he gone to the floor, it's another yellow card, ain't it?
Yeah.
You've got to be more. I think you've got to be a bit more streetwise when things like that happen.
And it's surprising because Longstaff hardly stays on his feet at all. So the fact that he's had like a little nudge, I'm surprised he hasn't gone down like a whore in a brothel. But no, never mind. Missed opportunity there.
Yeah. Anyway, it looks like the teams are about to come back on. Sam, I shall see you at full time.
Come on, how is that? Let's have some hope here.
100%. Yeah, let's hope we can keep this lead. See you later. See you in a bit, Sam.
Bye.
So that was Lady Sam there, as the players are, I think, entering the field of play. At this precise moment in time. It's going to be an interesting second half. It could be squeaky bum second half. It could be a long second half. However, we could kind of calm everyone's nerves and score early on and take it easy. But let's see. It's going to be... We've been gifted a goal. Can we hold on to it? That's the question. Excuse me. I need to have a little drink. But all you guys in the chat, if you are new to us, hit that subscribe button, please. Also, hit the like button. It helps us out. Super chats are also available. I will catch up with them at the end of the second half. And I will read your comment out. And memberships are also available by clicking on the join sign, which is just below the chat there. And you can become a member of this fantastic community. The players are back on the pitch. Brereton Diaz there, the actual tosser. Long hair, mullet, and a beard. Looks very much like a caveman and acted like an absolute twat. Although it worked, didn't it? Because what he was trying to do, Mr. Pawson fell for hook, line and sinker. They will be kicking towards the Gallagate second half. Another shithouse trick. They've obviously come to shithouse, haven't they? But the Toon fans there eating their half-time snacks as the Newcastle team enter the field of play again. Nicely, Jacob Murphy there. Welcome onto the pitch with fist bumps to the players. They brought Samuel Edozie on, who got Bruno sent off last time they played at St James's Park, or in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. So Edozie's on for them. An attacking player who's got pace. And has he come on for Sugawara? Which would be interesting if he hasn't, but he's on for 16, whoever that may be. It may be Sugawara, that. So they've taken their right wing back off and brought on a right winger. Obviously, an attacking move from Southampton and a very early one too. Anyway, they are ready to start the second half. Southampton kicking towards the Gallagate. We shall be kicking towards Stato and Paul in the Leases. So when do we start? I shall start the kickoff. Anyway, we're off. And the second half has begun with Southampton just maintaining possession. Harwood Bellis has it on the halfway line. Just playing it amongst themselves in a minute. Bednarek. Long floated ball to the far side where Edozie's gone. He's gone to the left-hand side, actually, against Livramento. Longstaff comes back to help out. Little 1-2. Livramento's alive to that and gets there before Edozie. And Edozie kicks it out for a goal kick. Good play from Livramento. That, well alert. Good stuff. I'll say it's a goal kick. I think he may have given a corner. It is Sugawara that's got it. He has to give a corner. Unbelievable. Smallbone's going to take it. Curves it in, looking for Southampton head. Finds only the head of Joelinton. Cleared away, and Gordon gets it. Gordon loses out on the edge of the area, but Longstaff picks up and plays a nice pass. Just slightly overdone there. Bruno has hurt. Is that Bruno that's down? I think it may be. Smallbone and him had a challenge. It is Bruno holding his head. Yeah, he got a knee in the head from Smallbone. It's a complete accident, but Bruno's. It was a slightly overhit pass from Longstaff that Bruno slid for. And then Smallbone caught him with his... Anyway, plays continue, but Joelinton's fouled from behind there by Smallbone. Good play from Joelinton, that. And Smallbone again. Giving a free kick away. Nick Pope will take this free kick. It's going to be long, high, and handsome. Looking for a Newcastle head. Doesn't find one. Going to just run out of play, I think. Joelinton's trying to stop it. Comes off Howard Bellis. Would have been a corner had Joelinton went to give a free kick. Oh, keep pausing. You're an absolute stroker. Actually, he's not giving a free kick. So if Joelinton would have let it go off Howard Bellis, he kind of kicked it as Howard Bellis deflected it. We could have got a corner for that. But anyway, Walker-Peters has gone to right back now. It's off Flynn Downs. It's going to be a throw to Newcastle. It is. Yeah, good play from Bruno, that. Good pressure. Forced a mistake there from Flynn Downs. And it will be a free kick to Newcastle United. Which Lewis Hall's going to take. Down the line for Gordon. Gordon has it. Gordon's got 3 men on him. Back to Hall. Hall goes round. Smallbone gets a cross in. No one there. But Bednarek, and he hoofs it out for a throw into Newcastle. Level with the penalty area. Again, Hall goes to Gordon. This time he's got 1 man on him, and it's Howard Bellis who shepherds the ball out for a goal kick. Good defending there from the England under 21 skipper. And Southampton have already kicked off. They've already played on Smallbone and Flynn Downs. Now it's Bednarek. Howard Bellis now to Armstrong, who's dropped deep. Joelinton puts pressure on, goes back to Howard Bellis. Now Jan Bednarek in the centre circle, plays it for Armstrong, who's got a bit of space to move into. Again, Newcastle have got 1 man down, so Aribo. It's a good ball, that. Off the line from Lewis Hall. And Brent Diaz has missed an open goal from 6 yards out, and he's getting right raw abuse, and quite rightly too. Brilliant goal line clearance. That should have been a goal. They got in behind us with Aribo there. Aribo squared it back. It was a great ball. Dummied from Brent Diaz. Armstrong's shot was too soft and it was cleared off the line. And then Brent Diaz missed the rebound, but apparently it's been a goal. It's a corner. So here's Walker-Peters. He's gone in behind Smallbone. Great challenge there from Sean Longstaff. Will be a corner to Southampton. Looks like it's going to be a long old half, this. Smallbone now with a corner for Southampton. Floats in, looking for Southampton head. Only finds the head of Dan Byrne. Now it's Flynn Downs. Bruno does really well there to stop Adozie getting anywhere near the ball. And the ball is now back in the safe hands of Nick Pope. Brilliant clearance from Lewis Hall there on the line. Got back, didn't give it up. And Brent Diaz tried to put it to empty net. And I think it was Dan Byrne who got the deflection on it. We're going to see now. Yeah, it may have been Dan Byrne who got a knee on it and put it wide. Fantastic defending. Anyhow, Newcastle are in the attack with Hall. Hall, well, he lost out there. Poor from Hall, that. And now Brent Diaz, who's moved more central, is going for goal. Armstrong, great save, Pope. Brilliant save from Nick Pope, that. Absolutely outstanding diving save. Good effort from Armstrong. It was like a half volley. Got a good connection on it, but a fantastic diving save to his, I'm going to say his right, to his left, actually. No, it's to his right. Obviously, he's facing the way. To parry it away for a corner. Southampton really knocking at the door here. Smallbone. Cross comes in. It's headed away from Isaac. Walker-Peters nods it back. Flick on. They panicked their craft. And just cleared it just out anywhere he could. Aribo. Good challenge from Hall. Aribo goes all the way back to Walker-Peters in his own half. Southampton again built from deep. Flynn Downs. Square he goes to Smallbone. Smallbone getting further forward here. Adozie. Livramento up against him. He's not going to beat him for pace, and Livramento gets a foot in. Will be a corner kick. Nick Pope's been alive so far. He's had to be. Could be a long half, this, folks. Let's strap in. Will Smallbone's gone out to take the corner. Be another in-swinger looking for Southampton head. Joelinton gets head to it, and that'll be a corner kick, I think. Let's give a goal kick. And Taylor Harwood-Bellis, basically Taylor Harwood-Bellis, saying to the ref, "What are you talking about? You effing something or other." And the ref didn't say a word to him, just let him get on with it. Russell Martin remonstrating with the fourth official. Long clearance from Nick Pope. Longstaff, good ball to Isak. Isak back to Joelinton. Good strength from Joelinton, who was fouled there. The ref didn't give anything. Of course he didn't. Great challenge from Longstaff. Won the ball off Flynn Downs superbly. Now it's with Gordon. Gordon's been held by Flynn Downs. The ref's going to give a free kick. But outstanding tackle up from Sean Longstaff. No quarter given. Straight through. Won the ball. Terrific tackle. What's what we want to see from Sean? Outstanding. That's a fantastic tackle. Credit to Downs, he got back, but Gordon then took it off him, and then Downs fouled Anthony Gordon. But all started there from a fantastic thunderbolt of a tackle from Sean Longstaff. Yes, I really said that, and yes, it really did happen. Bruno's going to take this free kick that Anthony Gordon won. Curve looking for it's got no one near a Newcastle head. It's fall for Dan Bird, far post. Let's craft. Nearly fell for Hall from distance. Snatched it at Lewis Hall, and it floated into the league's end. And as a Southampton player down, injured, I think it's Bednarek. Must have had a mosquito land on his fingernail or something because he's down. Trying to get somebody sent off again. I mean, let's see what happened here. Oh, it's not. He's hurt himself in the tackle. So, Brighton have got a second at Goodison Park, and Danny Welbeck has scored their second. Could be a long old season for the Toffee men. Well, he's trying to make out that Joelinton's jumped on him, and he hasn't even touched him. You did it yourself, mate, in the tackle. It's not even a free kick. Bednarek wants Joelinton sent off. Absolute arseholes, these lot. Absolute arseholes. Anyway, Harwood-Bellis. Now Bednarek, who's miraculously recovered a minute ago. He was going to be like Christopher Reeve. But now he's onto his feet and no limp or anything. Absolute strokers. Anyway, here's Harwood-Bellis. Long ball. That's to nobody in particular. I think Nick Pope will come out and just let it run out of play. He does. I noticed people were saying in the chat that we won't go and buy another centre back. We'll just play Lloyd Kelly there. But if that's the case, why isn't he on now? You know, it seems the obvious choice. If you're going to play for the next 3 games, surely he'd be on now, but he's not. So I would question that. Anyway, so that's how it was small bonus. Poor pass. Gordon nearly steps in there. Aribo tidies up, plays it wide, where Jack Stevens has it, plays it to Edozie on the far side. Edozie has got plenty of pace. Longstaff comes back to help Livramento. Edozie goes back to Stevens. And Stephen goes further back to Bednarek, sorry. Telling lies. Everyone in the Newcastle half, apart from Alex McCarthy, at the precise moment in time, and quite advanced in the Newcastle half too. Edozie has it on the right flank of Southampton. Cuts inside Livramento. Livramento not letting him have anything. Diaz is robbed by Bruno. If Bruno had any sense here, he'd try and get him sent off, but he plays a long ball down the line where there is nobody. And it's just a case of territory and time, really. Southampton now attacking with Smallbone on the halfway line. Square, where Bednarek has it. And he plays it out here for Walker Peters, who's very advanced. Walker Peters back then to Bednarek, and then out to Jack Stevens. Now Aribo could go wide to Edozie. Edozie has Livramento and Longstaff. With 10 men, there'll be a man spare somewhere. Armstrong comes deep for it, plays it wide for... Well, it's gone back. They've gone back, in fact. Downs went back to Bednarek and then transported it on to Howard Bellis. And, of course, Newcastle will be well versed in this kind of tactic of just defending. Anyway, Burton Diaz has found some space. Good header away from Byrne. Gordon was second to that one. That's a handball there from Walker Peters. Ref didn't see it. Hall going up against Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall's not letting him get anywhere. Walker Peters again with Bruno on him this time. Bruno takes it off him really well. Anthony Gordon again. Right, it's Lewis Hall with a really poor pass. Puts in trouble here. Armstrong, Stevens, Brereton Diaz on the far side, turns inside. Longstaff gets a good foot in it, and it's cleared. Gordon now running against Bednarek. Gordon's going to keep running, but it's back with McCarthy. Southampton have the ball in the centre half in the centre circle. Downs then plays it wide, where Armstrong has dropped deep to receive it. I should say. Got Downs next to him. He gives it to Flynn Downs. Back to Adam Armstrong. All the way back to Stevens, and now Bednarek, and now Joe Aribo. He goes further wide to Carl Walker Peters, who's going up against Lewis Hall. Goes to the byline to get across, and he does, but Dan Byrne's solid and gets a foot in, and Lewis Hall wins it off Aribo, but Aribo's too strong for him and gets past him. Walker Peters was obstructing Joelinton there, but the ref played on. Aribo went all the way back to Bednarek. He then went wide to Stevens. Now Bednarek. I mean, we're dropping a bit deep here, folks, I've got to say. Bednarek into Armstrong. Armstrong with Sean Longstaff at his back. They'll know each other from youth team days. Brereton Diaz fizzed in ball. Bruno kicks it out and plays a lovely pass to Gordon, who's got pace and can go. He has a dozy on his... Well, Dozie's fouled him there. We'll have a free kick for that referee. Thank you very much. He could have played the advantage. He could have played... would have been in. But the ref's give a free kick. Yeah, Dozy fouled Gordon, but Gordon did manage to win the ball. And had the ref just let it go for a second longer, he could let us go there, but he didn't. Anyway, free kick's going to be taken. Long ball, looking for... That's a poor one. Will it go to stay in play? Yes, it does. It kept in by Dozy. Will pressurise here, but he's on his own, and Southampton can easily get away from it. With Howard Bellis, who's advancing at a rapid rate of knots into the Newcastle United half. He has Walker Peters to his right, and he goes to Walker Peters. Walker Peters is approached from Hall. Back he goes to Howard Bellis. And then back to Bednarek, square to Jack Stevens. Forward ball then into Armstrong. Armstrong square to Flynn Downs, and Southampton just keeping the ball, not really going anywhere with it. Floated pass out to Carl Walker Peters with Lewis Hall in front of him. Cuts inside Lewis Hall. Goes square. Flynn Downs could be a chance here for Armstrong. Livramento gets a foot in. Force for Smallbone. Great block, Joelinton. Again, a great block from Kraft this time. And Lewis Hall clears it. Edge of the seat stuff there. Somehow managing to keep a clean sheet. And we're going to have to. Aribo has it. Again, it's one-way traffic at this precise moment in time. Smallbone gets a cross in. It's well watched. Lewis Hall plays it back for Joelinton. It's a really dodgy pass. Will fall for Armstrong. Armstrong back to Flynn Downs. Flynn Downs gets a shot in blocked. Now Aribo trying to curve it off Dan Byrne. It will be a corner kick. Hey. They're knocking at the door here, the Saints, I've got to say. Poor from Lewis Hall there to play a cute pass Joelinton wasn't alive to it, and Southampton picked up the benefit of it. And it ended up with a shot being deflected wide, but unwanted pressure and kind of pressure which was brought on by ourselves. Here's Smallbone with that in-swinging corner, and look if Southampton head finds Joelinton's head. Terrific header from him. Aribo wins it off Gordon, but then Bruno comes in, steps in, and now Gordon's away. Gordon's away here. The ref's brought it back. You absolute stroker. What an absolute tosser you are, Porton. There is no foul there. If he's not played the advantage, he's given us a free kick. That is an absolute disgrace. Bruno wins the ball. Fantastic. Well, Finn Downs elbows Bruno in the face, then dives, and the ref's bought it again. Porson, you're an absolute stroker, mate. Absolute wanker. Shocking decision. Absolute shocker. The ball is back with Nick Pope, but that is outrageously poor refereeing from Porson. Christ almighty. Every decision he's got wrong today. Everyone. Eddie Howe and Jason Tyndall are doing some substitution notes, I believe. It's 64 minutes nearly. So it's about time. Hall. Joelinton. Brilliant play from Joelinton. And Finn Downs again. He's fouled Joelinton there. Joelinton's gone down with a bit of cramp. Downs has been allowed to do what he likes. He's kicked his way through the game. Not a hint of a card or anything. Stamp on the foot there from Finn Downs. Yes, absolutely. It's a yellow card all day, every day. Joelinton is holding his foot, actually. He's up to his feet now. Bruno with a free kick. Floats it long. Looking for a Newcastle head. It was Kraft at the far post, who then tries to retrieve it. And Aribo kicks it away. Will be a throw to Newcastle. Good play from Kraft, that. Ashley Young's been sent off. Oh, what a shame for Everton. And they're already 2-0 down. Thrown to Newcastle anyway. It's getting to Eddie o'clock time. 65 minutes. Little floaty ball from Gordon finds Livramento. His first touch is horrific. Does he keep it in? No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. Bednarek has it. He plays for Walker Peters. Walker Peters can get a bit of pressure from Joelinton. And Joelinton almost wins it off Walker Peters. Fortunately, the ricochet fell in his favour. Sean Longstaff steps in, got a nice foot in. Now Smallbone. He tried to let it go out for throw-in. Everything ricochet's falling Southampton's way. Walker Peters has it. Good slide from Bruno. Wins the ball beautifully well. Hall. Gordon. Back to Joelinton. Ball over the top for Hall, who's made the advance run. Can he get there before Stevens? No, he can't. But McCarthy got away with murder there. Sliced it away from Gordon, who was pressurising him. Nice bit of intent there from Newcastle United. But now we have to get back as Southampton can come forward again with Jack Stevens. Jack Stevens plays it square to Taylor Harwood-Bellis, I should say. He has Walker Peters wide. If he wants to use him, he does. Lewis Hall on his yellow card, remember, and Walker Peters is going at him. Tries to get it across goal. It's deflected off Lewis Hall into the arms of Pope, who does a swan dive and wastes a bit of time in saving the ball. 66 on the clock. Well, we know that because you've got a clock. Of course we have. Long clearance from Pope. Looking for the head of Isaac. He gets the head from Isaac. Just flicks off his head. But it's tied up. But Joelinton wins it back wonderfully well. He's fouled from Rebo. Referee plays on. In the end, he gives a free kick. Brilliant from Joelinton. He's been outstanding today. Really has been outstanding. J7. And Bruno's been very good second half too. Very, very disciplined performance from Bruno as the captain. Will be a free kick to Newcastle, which Anthony Gordon's going to take. And it'll be a massive in-swinger. High line as always from these kind of free kicks. we'll be looking for some kind of... Isaac may get there, but it's gone bent past all of them. Will be a goal kick. Wasn't a bad free kick from Gordon, that. Who's coming to the game second half as well. Aribo has it for Southampton. In his own half, plays it back for Bednarek. Bednarek floats one to this far side, to this near side, I should say, where Walker Peters is waiting. Lewis Hall approaches him. Walker Peters goes back to Howard Bellis. He's gone square for Stevens, and then further wide to Edozie, going up against Livramento. Little change out of him so far. Look, couple of step overs. Tries to get to the line. Livramento gets the foot in, and it will be a corner. Good defending again from Toon Livramento. Here again, it's been very good today. Short corner this time. Edozie goes out to pick it up. He's got Bruno on him this time. Of course, Bruno and him had a bit of a to do in the semi-final. Walker Peters from distance, deflected. Comes to Aribo. Ball in behind. It's a good ball. That's Howard Bellis. Good awareness from Lewis Hall, who comes back and clears it for a throw-in. Arsenal have got a second against Wolves at the Emirates. Yet to see who it is. Looks like there's going to be changes here. And it's Harvey Barnes and Lloyd Kelly. Harvey Barnes and Lloyd Kelly are about to come on. Barnes for Gordon, I suggest, and Kelly for Hall, I would think. Bukayo Saka with the second Arsenal goal. And it is Hall is coming off for Kelly, who will go to left back. I hope he does. I don't want to see Dan Burn out there. And Anthony Gordon, who's run his heart out, will come off for Harvey Barnes, who we need to see the same work rate from, please. Harvey! Anyway, they're the changes. And 69 minutes. Lewis Hall, not quite as solid as usual. Couple of mistakes, but apart from that, pretty good. Lloyd Kelly hopefully will slot into left back role. Southampton also making a change. Dibbling, never heard of him. Don't know where he plays. He's very young, and he's come on for Brereton Diaz. Off you go, you long-haired Yeti tosser. Oh, and there's another sub coming on as well. This is... Well, I can't see who it is, to be fair. Oh, it's Cameron Archer. Cameron Archer's on for Brereton Diaz. I don't know who I can't remember what his name was. Dilling, or whatever his name was. I know who come on for, but we shall see. It's not yet shown us. Anyway, the throw from Walker Peters for this Dilling bloke. Gets it back to Walker Peters. Bruno's on him. He goes all the way back then to Howard Bellis. Transport across for Jack Stevens. Dibbling's on for... Well, Walker Peters... Livramento's won the ball there, but he's played it to nobody in particular. It doesn't tell us who he's come on for. Maybe Aribo. I think it's Aribo. Dibbling for Aribo. Archer for Brereton Diaz. Here's Edozie at the precise moment in time. Back to Smallbone, then further back to Stevens. Then all the way across to Howard Bellis, who's got space in front of him, goes across. Cleared from Kraft. Not a great clearance, though. And it's come to Edozie on the edge of the area. Tries to bend it in. And that will just go out for a goal kick. $20 minutes to go. The fans are getting behind the team. No doubt about that. They can see the rearguard action they're having to do here, even against the Championship side. It's not easy. Nick Pope's going to take the goal kick. Once again, the cameraman with his unhealthy obsession with Russell Martin. Long kick's taken. They'll just get a Newcastle head to it. They won a free kick for that. And Joelinton was being manhandled. Pawson is a fucking arsehole. Excuse my language. Here's Dibbling. He's robbed from Joelinton. Kelly with the ball down the line for Isak. Good touch from Isak. Brilliant from Isak. Terrible foul left. And Howard Bellis has got to be booked for that. It's about his 19th bad foul. Yes, he is. Quite rightly too. Brilliant skill. Totally did Howard Bellis. Didn't have a clue where he was going. Knew you were New York. And grabbed him and stopped him from going any further. And then Isak ran into Howard Bellis. Good play from Isak. Good centre forward play. Got us up the pitch. Got Howard Bellis a yellow card. And it will be a free kick to Newcastle United. Which Dan Burn has gone up for, of course, to cause all sorts of havoc. Kelly takes it, floats it, looking for the head of Dan Burn. It's not a bad free kick. It just Dan Burn's beaten in the air by Bednarek, and then fouls the player on the way back. Free kick Southampton, halfway inside their half, which Flynn Downs has taken already, and referee's not happy with that. I think there's going to be a yellow card here. Who's he booking here? Don't know. Just pulled out his yellow card for... Might be Dan Burn, actually, for stopping the game being played. Anyway, that's really poor for Southampton. Nick Pope has it. Pick it up, Nick. Oh, he's waiting until Dozy gets close to him, or Armstrong, and then picking the ball up. Rearguard action from Newcastle United. Token attacking. That's a poor kick from Pope, but it does go out a play. Do we get a free kick there? Don't think so. Bednarek to Howard Bellis. Then back to Bednarek again. Just walking pace at the minute. Trying to get into the Newcastle half. Just about to cross the halfway line now, and he plays it square for Howard Bellis. Then down here for I can't remember what his name is. Dinling, or whatever his name is. Dibbling. Offers a dibble. Bednarek floats onto the far side where Dozy is. Takes it on his chest. Got Livramento against him. Long stuff again to help out. He cuts inside. Then goes back on the outside again. Plays it into Smallbow. Joelinton's watching him. Joelinton wins it. Joelinton does fantastically well. And then runs like mad to try and keep it in. Doesn't do so. But outstanding work from the Brazilian superstar there, Joelinton. Outstanding. Long throw back. And Southampton will start from deep with Stevens. Now it's with Howard Bellis. And now Dibbling. Further wide for Walker Peters. Lloyd Kelly against him this time. Now it's with Howard Bellis again. Could sub that from Eddie Howe, actually, because with Lloyd Kelly on, at least we're going to be stronger from corners now. If Dibbling has it, torturing the Newcastle defence, teasing the defence, plays it back though. Howard Bellis sent to Bednarek. Stevens looking for a ball for the middle. Livramento gets a foot in, falls. Well, this is going to fall for Newcastle. Barnes with a little chip ball for Isak. Isak's not going to get there because Bednarek steps in and heads it out for a throw into Newcastle United. Which Tina Livramento is going to take? Longstaff. And it'll be a throw to Southampton. Stevens has it. Now Howard Bellis. Dibbling. Further wide for Walker Peters. Walker Peters up against Kelly. Cuts inside Kelly. Kelly's not having any of it. Walker Peters tries to do a little bit of trickery, but he has to go back to Howard Bellis because Kelly wasn't buying it. Stevens has it now. Wide then for Dozy. Again, Livramento up against him. Step over coming here. The Juju step over, cuts inside. Longstaff helps out. Then further back, Isak helps out. Everyone behind the ball for Newcastle United. It's rearguard action. Walker Peters has space. He goes up against Kelly. Walker Peters tries to shoot. Falls for Flynn Downs into the box. Shot comes in and it's just wide from Adam Armstrong. Probably should have done better. Trying to walk it in there, Southampton, but they've somehow got a corner. Must have been deflected. Smallbone will take this one, as always. He's took all of them so far. This is our 9th corner. You can see the dominance they've had, although it is against 10 men. In-swinger comes in. Handball there. So a definite handball from the Saints player. And the rest playing on. Walker-Peters going up against Kraft. Kraft does really well. Headed away from Longstaff, only to the dibbling. He might have a dig. He's thinking about having a dig. Play it square for Howard Bennett. Great bit of play from Barnes. And Newcastle come on the counter. Isaac has it. Can he put Barnes in? Here's Barnes. Barnes up against against Flynn Downs. Got 2 men on him now, Barnes. He's trying to get a free kick. He's never going to get one there. And Southampton have it deep in their own half. And they can come and attack now. With Adam Armstrong far on that left flank. Looking for his options, plays it inside for Flynn Downs. Flynn Downs studies the situation in front of him, goes back to Armstrong. He has a dozy to his right, to his left, sorry. Here's a dozy against Livramento. Armstrong carries a run on. Bruno's watched him and gets a great foot in too. Brilliant from the captain. Capitano Grimaresh there. Smallbone to Stevens. Square for Howard Bellis. They're letting him have a shot if they want him to have one. So look for a little cross for it's deflected off in Newcastle head. Will be a corner, I believe. From this side this time. Dan Byrne with an important interception. This the Armstrong chance again. Yeah, it was deflected from Livramento. Did really well. Armstrong saw glory there. Smallbone with the corner. He's got Edozie with him. If he wants to go short, he can. It will be an outswing from Smallbone if he goes long, and he has gone long. Looking for Southampton head. Joelinton challenges. Great play on the edge of the area there. We might get a free kick for that. Oh, come on, ref! Bruno was manhandled to the ground and he's played on. What an absolute wanker. Long cross over everyone's head. Craig Pawson needs to go and see a bloody optician. Absolute arsehole. Fucking fed up with it. So that's going to make 2 more changes here. Alcaraz is one of them, and he's coming on for Walker-Peters. Good player, Alcaraz. Will be dangerous. And the other one is a youngster. Bednarek's coming off. They're going for it, Southampton. Alcaraz for Walker-Peters, who's a midfield player. Amo Amayor is on for Bednarek. He looks a nippy striker type player. Not unlike Trevor Sanusi in looks, to be fair. I can't see him playing in defence. We shall see. He may be a fullback. We'll see. Never seen him before in my life. Jack Colback's been sent off for QPR, strange enough. Anyhow, long goal kick from Nick Pope, who sent all of his players far up the St James's Park pitch and will launch it, looking for Joelinton, who's strove for it, gets a header to it as well. Isaac wins it off. He's in. Oh, Barnes' first touch is horrific. And otherwise, he'd have been in on goal there. Saints eager to get on with it. And it's with Downs. And now Stevens. Back with the centre half. Howard Bellis has it now. Has Dinage out here to his right. And further right was Amoya. But Downs has it in the centre of the park. Then to Stevens. Further forward then to... Well, good ball inside. Byrne was alert and gets the ball away. Good clearance. Dangerous after Southampton. Smallbone. Edozie far on the far side. Goes Megs, but Kraft's alert to that and clears it. Only as far as Flynn Downs on the halfway line. It's going to be a long 10 minutes, this, folks. I have to say. Downs. Stevens. And now wide for Edozie. Yet again, Livramento comes to him again. This time, Edozie cuts inside. Little bit of trickery to try and get him wide. Gets round Edozie. Well, Edozie gets but Livramento gets back. And it will be a corner. Excuse me. 82 on the clock. God, blimey. Corner's been taken short. Dozy has it. Now Smallbone. He can come all the way back to Downs. He's got room to have a shot if he wants to have one, but he goes back to Smallbone. Smallbone wide, then to Dozy again. This time he's up against Barnes. And Barnes is brilliantly. It will be a goal kick. Superb defending there from Harvey Barnes. Just stepped in front of the player, stopped him from advancing, and it ran out of play for a goal kick. Brilliant from Harvey Barnes. That's what we want to see. Eddie Howe's telling his team to regroup. Nick Pope's down with his shin. Holding his shin. This could be just a chance for Eddie Howe to talk to his men here. But Nick Pope, is this a real injury or is it not? So we don't know. Sometimes the goalie will go down. I mean, how would he have injured his shin or his foot? I don't know. The Newcastle fan there with a miner's helmet on. Looks fantastic, I've got to say. Pope gets to his feet again. Obviously, he can't go off after being injured. I think he's fine. And hopefully Eddie Howe would have done his talking. He's not limping, so I'm assuming that there's nothing wrong with Nick Pope here. Or is there? Oh, there is something wrong with him. Yeah, he's caught his foot in the turf and he's kicked it. But he shall continue. Well, there's 4 men of importance. We have Mitchell, Bunce, Eels and Rubens there. Looking on, hoping Newcastle can last out another 6 or so minutes. Long clearance from Pope, looking for Joelinton. Gets a flick on for Joelinton. Can Kelly get to that? Or Isaac on his... Isaac's gone wide left now. Barnes is in the middle trying to pressurise that. McCarthy kicks it first time. Bruno nods it down to Joelinton. Takes it down in his instep. Longstaff with a... Well, it's a poor pass, but Isaac did well to make something of it. Joelinton almost won the ball back, but there'll be a free kick there. Of course they will. Foul for Joelinton on Dinklage, or whatever his name is, Dibbling. Brighton have taken scored a 3rd goal at Goodison. Not a great start for the Toffees. And Southampton carry on. Well, that's a really... Archer tried to play it wide then for Edozie and played it behind him and out for throw-in. Will be a Newcastle United throw-in, which we will take our time over, no doubt about it. No doubt about it, man. Which team they will take? Down the line. Oh, that's poor. Poor throw-in. Barnes just get a foot in now. Can he get rid of it? Oh, come on, Harvey. That's shit. Smallbone has it, centre of the park. Square for Dibbling. Dibbling has it with Joelinton on his case. Dibbling plays it wide for Amio, whatever his name is. Ayo Amio. Cuts inside, tries a shot, falls for Archer. Good clearance from Bruno. Gets it well away from goal, but that could have been dangerous for a second there. Brilliant from Bruno. Captain's performance. Disciplined. Defensively fantastic. Stevens has it. Again, it's attack versus defence. Everyone behind the ball. Dibbling has it. Can come wide for Ayo Amiwa. Dibbling went for the return. He's up against Kelly. He gets a cross in. Far post looking for a header. Saved by Pope. A good header from Alcaraz, who's coming deep at the far post. But Pope gets down and manages to pouch it. And it will be a goal kick. Well, Nick Pope has the ball. Good save. Alcaraz causing problem. We've got 4 minutes to go. Can we hold out? That is the question. Long clearance from Pope, looking for Isaac, who's managed to last out the pace well. The minute the ball is with the Southampton defence, though, Alcaraz has it. He's a dangerous player. Longstaff's going to be on his case to keep him out. Alcaraz plays a good ball. Was he fouled after the ball? It's with a young winger here, the wing back, up against Kelly. Kelly's not having it. Good foot in there from Bruno. And Isaac has it. Isaac's winning at the Southampton defence. Got the whole pitch to go. Gone inside one. He's got Barnes going. Can Isak get him? Oh, he nearly did. But a good interception there from Downs. But good intent from Isak to get Barnes in. Good running off the ball also. But last-ditch gasp attack, interception from Downs as Gateshead take the lead at Woking. Anyway, it's with Edozie. This time he's on one-on-one with Livramento. Goes back to Alcaraz. Alcaraz has Stevens next to him. Here's Stevens. Stevens can come wide further here for Harwood Bellis. Will he cross it in or will he have a dig? He's got time to have a dig if he wants to. He goes wide for Amo Aoiwa, whatever his name is. Can't remember his name. Cuts inside Kelly. Kelly's having none of it. Now Howard Bellis, that's going to go out. It's going to be a goal. It should be a goal kick, this one. It's not. It's a good corner. Which is short. Taken back to Smallbone. Square then to Flynn Downs. Far side of the pitch where Edozie is up against Dan Byrne. This is a mismatch. But Edozie plays it back for Alcaraz. He's got Smallbone. 35 from goal. Plays it wide. Dibbling. Dibbling floats one in. Headed away. Good play from Barnes to try and win the ball. Does win the ball. Ref gives a fucking free kick. Of course he does. What an absolute... Oh. He's not going to be happy here unless they score, Southampton. I'm telling you. He might even score himself, Paulson. What an absolute shy talk. Free kick, Southampton. It's right-hand side of the penalty area. I'm going to say 25 yards from goal, but it's going to be a cross-in from either Smallbone with an outswinger or the in-swinger from Amo Amia. Newcastle have to be alert here. Have to be resolute at the back. Going to be Smallbone floating one in, looking for a head for Southampton. Good fall for Edozie on the edge of the box. He's hoofed into the Gallagate. Will be a goal kick. It's what it was Cameron Archer, in fact. Brighton have got a fourth. Dingler got the third and Ayari the fourth. Well, I think Emil Kraft's down in the penalty area. Or is it Sean Longstaff? No, it's Kraft. I don't know why. But he needs to get up. The 90 minutes are up. And we have 5 added-on minutes of stoppage time. 5 minutes to hang on. Goal kick that Newcastle United will take. Nick Pope, of course. This is going to be long. High, wide and handsome and long as far as it can go. Arsenal have beaten Wolves at the Emirates 2-0. Joelinton does get ahead to it, but he can't stop it from going out of play. Dibbling takes the throw in. Russell Martin get the ball off Joelinton. Plays it back to Dibbling and then he throws it in for Howard Bellis, who plays it across the pitch for Jack Stevens. Jack Stevens, then further wide where Alcaraz has it. Longstaff approaching him. Now Edozie, one-on-one with Livramento. Will he cut inside? Longstaff's come back to help. Does cut inside. Oh, that's a poor tackle from Bruno. Poor tackle from Bruno, and he's given a free kick away in a very, very dangerous area. That's the first sign of indiscipline there. And that's the play we got sent off. Kicking, wasn't it? The fourth Brighton goal, by the way, has been ruled out through VAR. And it's just the mere 3-0 to Brighton now. So it's a free kick to Southampton here. Nick Pope's got to be alert. He's happy with his wall. He's lining it up. Smallbone's over the ball. It's 23 yards or so from goal. Not quite 25. Dibbling's there. Adam Armstrong's there. Three-man wall, is it? Or was it a four-man wall? Armstrong has left the vicinity. It's Dibbling with his left foot. It's a three-man wall. Isak, Byrne and Joelinton. So it's going to have to get high and down quickly. Oh, just get on with it, Pawson. You're pratt. He's on to go, Joelinton. He's 10 yards back. What's the matter with you? Just fucking take the free kick, you knobhead. Bournemouth have equalised against Forest. Semenyo late on. It's left foot of Dibbling or the right of Smallbone. It's Smallbone blocked by the wall, and it's come quite a way away from the goal as well, where Flynn Downs picks it up. Now he dozy on his right flank now. He goes back, left flank, right flank. I was right first time. Downs. Amo Ayua going up against Barnes. Back to Flynn Downs and then further back to Dibbling, who goes a square for Smallbone. Smallbone has Alcaraz on the far side. Alcaraz tries to curve one in to find Amo Ayua up against Kelly. Kelly's defending really well. Back he goes though. Floated to the far post, heading from Joelinton. Masterful. Great clearance further on from Isak. And Bruno is breaking. Bruno is fouled. And the ref gives it to. About pissing time. A foul from Edozie. And he gets booked for it. Oh, me, what am I doing? I mean, there's no way on God's earth that Bruno's winning that foot race with Edozie. And Edozie stupidly pulled into Bruno's back. Dozie's the right word for him. You dorsey twat. You've been booked, mate. Oh, I'm so sorry. He's arguing about a yellow card. Send the twat off. Brilliant from Bruno to buy a free kick. And we're a minute away from full time. Can we hang on? But a proper rearguard action, but I've been really pleased with it. Joe Willock's about to come on. This is a time-wasting exercise for Newcastle United. I'm going to suggest that'll be for Joelinton. Well, it could be for Longstaff, or it could be for Bruno. Who knows? Or could it be for Isak even? Maybe Isak. That'd work. That'd work. Anyway, Kraft takes a free kick, looking in. It's a poor one. It's intercepted. And Alcaraz can attack. It's a real poor free kick, that from Kraft. But a good tuck from Bruno. And Livramento wins the second ball. One touch from Isak into the path of Bruno, who's fouled from Alcaraz. And we'll get a free kick for that. Great time management, this Newcastle United. Really is. The captains come to the fore in this little situation. Well, he shoved off the ball there from Alcaraz. He can't understand why he's given a free kick, but he has. The 5 minutes are up. Just how more he wants us to play, basically. Bruno's been outstanding. He really has. Captain's performance second half, as is Joelinton. Doesn't look like the sub's going to be made. Livramento's going to take his free kick, and he floats one as far away as he can from the Newcastle United goal. Stevens has it. Isak gets a little foot on that. Luckily for them, it falls for them. We've had a half a minute over the 5 minutes. Dibbling has it, going up against Joelinton, who fouls him. Probably get a yellow card for that, Joe. The free kick wasn't from their ref. And on we go. Wide it goes to Edozie. Again, going against Livramento. Back he comes for Alcaraz. Little flick for Downs. Great slide from Joelinton and Longstaff together to stop the ball going through. Curve for header into the arms of Nick Pope. From Edozie, I believe it was. And it was Cameron Archer. We've had an extra minute on this 5 minutes. And almost a heartbreak at the very end there. Good cross come in. Archer was unmarked. Kraft and Byrne left them for each other. Archer's header was poor, though, straight at Nick. Well, he didn't get any perch on it at all. And Nick Pope clutched it to his midriff. And that should be it. That should be all she wrote. Nick Pope clicks it long. And the final whistle goes. Get in there! What a defensive performance that was from Newcastle second half. Brilliant. Outstanding. Really was outstanding. 1-0 to Newcastle United and 3 points on the first game. Wasn't in the way we expected, but who cares? Brilliant. Really good. Bruno, outstanding second half. Ben Brea and Brent Diaz, you need to fucking sort yourself out, mate. Get your hair cut, have a shave. Think about how your life's going, mate, because you're an absolute tit. Joelinton for me, man of the match. No doubt about it. Anyway. There we are. Whee! Let's get rid of that. Need to take stock here. Sam.
Get in.
Since half time, we've got 4,000 people in the chat, by the way. 4,000
All right,
people.
everyone. Jesus Christ.
Have we got any? We must have lots of starred. Well, I'll have to go through all these. Where did we get to? Foxy, 5 minutes. Remember, poor half minutes, but brilliant to go get the goal after going down 10. Schär, 15-year pro, should know better. I took the bait. Great commentary, Billy. Thanks, mate. £5 from Nick Thornton. Pawson is the worst I've ever seen, but Schär was totally. We've done that one, I think. Graham Ritchie. Fab was silly, but they both should have just got a yellow. Pawson is useless. Jabba Dabba Doo. VAR, where are you? And ref, don't be a pleb. Get yourself together. Thanks for the super chats. And the £3 super sticker from Anton also. Whew. Take a breath. Sam, bit rearguard action, but did we ever really look like conceding?
I mean, it didn't feel that way. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time, but you know, we sat so deep defensively, but we challenged on the counter, as expected. Southampton, you dirty bastards! Like,
shithouse, isn't it?
Oh my goodness! Like, I'm bemused, absolutely bemused by Pawson. What on earth? Like, everything went their way, and they were given license in order to continue with their shithousery, and they just kept on taking chances, and every minor indiscretion that we made, we were punished for it. And I'm not coming to Schär's defense here at all. That was amateur and unprofessional, and he's really cost us. We could have sealed this match once we settled into it a lot more comfortably, contributing to goal difference, and we haven't had the opportunity, but we have walked away with 3 points. Thank goodness.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter how we do it. It won't say how we win it in 5 years, 10 years time, whatever. It'll just say Newcastle 1, Southampton 0.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway,
I'm drained. I've got to say, absolutely drained.
You did well there, Billy. You did well. Who are your sort of standout performers?
Joelinton for me, absolutely. Joelinton, 100%. Bruno, second half was outstanding. Tino was outstanding. But Joelinton for me was absolutely phenomenal for 90 minutes. Absolutely phenomenal.
Absolutely. I think he was probably standout for me because, as ever, willingness to get stuck in, excellent interceptions and tackles. You know, he's so intimidating anyway, but just backing them off him. I mean, he clotheslined one of their players at one point, which was absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, great. Really good to see Pope on form there. I was a little bit worried in case he was injured with the ankle. I think he just caught his foot on the grass when he went to kick, but it seemed okay. I thought it was a little bit of time wasting, but yeah,
I thought
great.
so, but he twisted his leg, didn't he, as he kicked
Yeah,
it?
he did. Like on the second look back, it was, but made a great dive and save as well. He was so focused and switched on during that, which I think really saved us. Could we have said the same about Dubs? Absolutely not. So Dubs fans just back off straight away. Pope is the man. He was brilliant. So yeah, and even Longstaff put in a really good tackle as well.
I thought a good game. Yeah, I thought a good game.
Credit to him. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got £5 super from Daniel. As you can see there, top-notch commentary in bad circumstances. Yes. Joelinton is a unit, man of the match. Ref needs looked at. We were on the break a couple of times. The ref brought it back. Yes, he did.
Yes. What was that about? The one with Gordon? Jesus.
Gordon, yeah.
Like, he seemed to settle into the second half. That was much more comforting just to see him sort of get his head in the game a little bit. But yeah, it's let us play on. We complain about VAR slowing things down when we bloody need it. It's not there, and then you've got the ref pulling us back as well. Jeez, let it play on.
There's Kim Davison, member for 5 months. Whether that's first one of the season, here's to many more. Well, thanks for your 5 months membership, Kim. That was the kind of game we'd have lost last season, Sam. Do you not agree?
Absolutely. And what's the differentiator? Pope.
Yes.
That's the difference. That's the difference for me. Absolutely. My personal opinion, I think a lesser standard of keeper would have made the difference to that scoreline. We saw some fantastic saves. I think I've got to give credit to Hall. I'm so pleased that, you know, Hall's signing is officially in the books this season. I think we can tend to forget about that one because we had him last season as well. But cementing his signing, I think that he's been absolutely fantastic. That you know, one off the line and just the clearance that he made, just so focused, so switched on when we really needed it as well. Livramento was absolutely tremendous. Needs to work on his throw-ins, mind. I think that was two that I saw, which were oh, shocking. But all in all, very, very promising when I thought it was lights out.
I think it's very telling that he didn't bring Trippier on at any point for his leadership.
Well, this is it, and it's we will loop back around to that. But in terms of leadership, I thought Bruno, yes, he lost his cool at one point in that second half, but actually in terms of that in-game management, I thought he did a great job, and I think this is what's more to come on the horizon for him as well. But in terms of Trippier, absolutely, could we be seeing a Trippier exit this season?
It's a strange comment. I mean, Hall did have a few mistakes. He did try and play football when he didn't need to.
Yeah, he did.
But he did save us the goal. So for that alone,
of course he did.
Yeah, and Lloyd Kelly did come on when he did play one. He's another cool, calm, collected customer, isn't he? Doesn't jump in.
Yeah, and I think that's what we probably needed. We needed some composure. I felt that we were relatively frantic at a lot of points throughout these games. Like the desperation was quite clear to see at some points. So I was, you know, really happy when everybody started to settle into things as well. I thought Kraft had some good moments and looked sharp also. Yeah,
he did. We'll come to the end. I'm absolutely cream cracker, I've got to
say. Wipe sweat from brow.
Certainly.
3 points, people.
Yeah, 3 points. We should be back tomorrow night with the review of that. It could be an interesting conversation between the four of us. Yeah. We've got Paul doing his after-match reaction. Me and Sam are going to go to Patreon now and do our after-match reaction. But keep an eye out, folks. But until tomorrow night when we're live on here, we shall see you. How long? A day. Yeah. So have a great rest of your Saturday. Matchday can be watched again. We've won. But until then, we shall see you tomorrow night. Good night, everyone. Come back and check out some breathing.